It's time now for Cody High School basketball on 103.3 The Range. Coming up, it's the build-up to tip-off pregame show, presented by Cody Ace Hardware. You'll hear about today's matchups, updates about Cody High School athletics and around the state, and pregame interviews with both head coaches. Tip-off is moments away for Cody High School basketball. Now, sending you out to the court for today's games, here's the voice of the Bronx and Phillies, it's Wyatt Barichka.
Well, it won't get much better than this evening between two ranked opponents, two potential regional game opponents against each other in a potential state tournament game here in Cody High School tonight at Schweitzer Gymnasium. Good evening, folks. Wyatt Barichka with you. McKenna back in the studio to get us going with this contest. It's the third-ranked Cody Phillies hosting the number one ranked Pinedale Lady Wranglers as we are building up to tip-off. This is your build-up to tip-off pregame show built by Cody Ace Hardware at your local home, lawn, and garden care store. Make sure you visit them at the Beck Lake Plaza today and any day of the week to be exact. Also, a big thanks to State Farm agent Jen Talich. We want to build the best insurance plan for you. Visit Jen Talich on Sheridan Avenue. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Well, like I said, these two teams, probably the best in the West, and they're going to be fighting for sole control of the number one seed in the 3A West Regional Tournament. And the reason why I explain that is if we pull up those standings, right now Cody sits at number one because they have a 7-0 record. Pinedale, one spot behind at 6-0. They will catch up in regional play, or conference play to be exact. They'll be in Powell tomorrow for that contest. But this is the one that matters for the Cody Phillies for today or tomorrow. I mean, they want to get wins tomorrow, but if there's one you want to win, tonight is the one to head it, and you could be the final team with an undefeated conference record. Pinedale comes into this one 16-1 on the season. They defeated Lander last Saturday. They have won their last 12 contests, including a win over the defending champion Lady Bearcats, who are on a run with state champions. And they also have a player that you're going to hear quite a bit tonight who's just surpassed the 2,000-point mark on Saturday, and Elin Bauer. She passed 2,000 points. Her dad, the head coach, going to be leading the way in his third season. Like I said, undefeated in conference play, and their only loss has been to Green River this season. The Cody Phillies coming into this one 14-3 on the year. They defeated Level last Friday 64-12 and have won their last 9 contests. And like I said, you see they're undefeated in conference play at 7-0. Something to note tonight as well is, I'll point it out when it happens, but look for potential scoring for the season. Cody going to be seeking their 10th win in a row. Pinedale going to be seeking their 13th in a row. And again, a matchup for the 3A West, sole control of the number one spot in the 3A West. And like I said, this is potential postseason matchup between two really good basketball teams coming up. We'll talk more about these two teams and a look in the history is also coming up. We're going to have our Cody Rundown, look at the sports across the state of Wyoming. I want to make sure I congratulate Cody Bronx swimming and diving. They had their best finish in program history. They would finish third at the state meet today. They had it yesterday as well. Lander won their 29th in a row. Buffalo took second. Cody finishing in third. There was a champion in Bryson Lang winning the diving championship today as well. So congratulations to all the swimmers who have made a pretty big impact in that swimming program, and they'll look to continue the program they're building under head coach Emily Sweat. She's done a fantastic job with those Cody Bronx. So we'll take a look at your sports around Cody High School, the other sports not including basketball, and we'll also have a pregame interview with head coach Chris Wagner. That's all coming up as you're tuned in to Cody High School basketball on 103.3 The Range. It's the Cody Phillies. It's the Lady Wranglers, the number one ranked team versus the number 3 ranked team on Wyoming's Genuine Country. It is 103.3 The Range, a Heart Mountain broadcasting station. We are back in just 90 seconds.
Coach Wagner and the Phillies and Coach McCartan and the Bronx have been really fun to watch this year.
Yes, the Bronx and Phillies, they really have it all together.
They sure do. Speaking of having it all together, insuring your home, cars, and life insurance together with My State Farm Agency is the best way to bundle and save. We can customize your coverage and make insurance seem easy. Good luck, Bronx and Phillies. Check with Jen Talich's State Farm Agency to get your insurance all together. Thanks for the opportunity to earn your business. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
With over 40 years of combined experience, Park County Glass can handle all of your auto and residential glass needs. Serving the Bighorn Basin since 1982 with quality you can depend on and service from the heart. Stop in or call your auto glass specialist at 307-587-9303. That's Park County Glass at 307-587-9303.
Hey guys, this is Zach Haskell with Haskell Furniture and Flooring. We are a proud supporter of the Cody, Bronx, and Phillies this season. If you want selection, we have the best selection for you with the best prices. From mattresses to flooring or recliners to fireplaces, we have everything you need in stock. No need to drive out of town when we have everything here locally for your next selection. Stop in at Haskell's Furniture and Flooring in Cody, Lovell, Worland, and Riverton, where we have the best prices and better service.
We continue our build-up to tip-off pregame show presented by Cody Ace Hardware. Now back to Wyatt Barishka.
Well, it's been a while since these two teams have last played. You have to go all the way back to February 6, 2018. To see when these last two teams met up. Cody 15-6 against Pinedale since 2007. It will be the 22nd meeting since 2007. Cody 15-6. They won the previous matchup on February 6, 2018, which snapped a 6-game winning streak for the Lady Wranglers against the Phillies. Winning 56-23 was Cody. Pinedale would win their last contest against Cody nearly a year before. They would win on February 4th, 2017. They would win 41-37. Cody from 2007 to 2014, however, would win 14 in a row. And again, it's been a while since these two teams met against each other. It's been a while since these two teams have played against each other at Schweitzer Gymnasium. Again, the 22nd meeting, Cody looking to make it 2 in a row and looking to return to 3A with a 1-0 record against Pinedale in a huge 3A West contest. That's your look at the history between these two teams. We'll take another 60-second timeout. When we come back, we will have our Cody rundown. This is Cody Phillies basketball on 103.3 The Range, a Hard Mountain broadcasting station.
When life slows you down, Canyon Therapy in Cody helps you get back on your feet. Whether you're recovering from an injury, managing pain, or working to regain strength and mobility, Canyon Therapy offers expert physical and occupational therapy service tailored to you. Our experienced team works with you one-on-one to create a personalized treatment plan, helping you to move better and live more comfortably. We treat people, not just conditions, in a caring and supportive environment. Canyon Therapy is a proud supporter of the Cody Bronx and Cody Phillies. Get back to the life you love with Canyon Therapy. Visit CanyonTherapy.com or call today to schedule your next appointment.
Woodward Tractor is your one-stop dealer for all your Takahouchi equipment and service needs. Takahouchi is known the world over for its purpose-built design philosophy, innovative technology, and dependable service after the sale. And now at Woodward Tractor, get 0% financing on all Takahouchi machines, excavators, track loaders, and wheel loaders. Special financing options are also available on Takahouchi brand attachments. See Woodward Tractor on Blackburn in Cody.
Our Cody rundown begins in swimming, where the state meet concludes today in Gillette. The Cody Bronx team has been a special team this year and is looking to finish the season strong. Head coach Emily Sweat talks about this team and their hopes going into state.
When you have a special team like we've had this year, it's, obviously it's coming to an end, and that's a whole nother emotional journey. So I think we're ready for some great swims, some great diving, like we talked about, we're taking 14, which I've actually never coached a team as big as 14 in my 4 years, well, the previous 3 years of coaching this team. So, to have a state team that's bigger than any of the entire teams I've been coaching before is pretty special. I remember looking back when I first started coaching back to the 70s, which is as far back as I could find, and the top spot, whether it was 4A, 3A, or whatever they were back then, had been 5th place. We've met that twice since I've started, and we're really hoping to kind of smash through that barrier this year. But I think it really shows that, we've been really building a strong program here in Cody, and it's become, hopefully, I'm not in the high school, but hopefully it's become kind of a fun sport to do. I know they work really, really hard, but hopefully they're able to really show this community and their peers and family and friends that we are a force to be reckoned with. And when we step on deck, we have become one of those teams that people are like, oh, they're really good. And they've got a lot of people that are coming up and starting to set that reputation and keep that reputation going forward.
The state meet concludes today. Stay tuned for more results. Cody Wrestling heads to regionals for both the Bronx, who will be wrestling in Pinedale, and the Phillies, who are wrestling in Evanston. Head coach Trev Wood talks about the setup for the regional tournament.
Yeah, it's based off like state placer the previous year. So like my state placers, top 6 placers, they'll have a better chance to get seated higher. And then it's head-to-head matches too. So if you see a kid that's in our region throughout the regular season and you beat him, then automatically you're in a better seed than he is.
Ashton Hubbs, who has been wrestling for almost 15 years, talks about her season and wanting to finish the season right.
I'm feeling fantastic and super excited to finish the season with these next 2 big tournaments, regionals and state. Looking forward to both of those. I'm really hoping to continue winning my matches in many different, mentally, physically, and just winning in general. It's a good learning experience for those, because I've lost before too. And it's an upsetting thing, but it's a great experience to understand both sides of wrestling, and I'm really hoping I can continue this season with just mentally and physically challenging myself and making myself stronger.
Regional wrestling concludes today for the boys, while the girls' regional wrestling concludes tomorrow. Cody Nordic Ski had their home race, which was their one and only race of the season at home. Head coach Megan Becker reflects on the home meets.
Friday, it was warm up there. It was pretty warm, so the temperatures went fast. So it made changing kick wax fast and tricky. But the kids did amazing, and they handled it with poise and control. So I'm pretty proud of them for that. And then Saturday, I should say, Saturday was your ideal conditions, fast and hard, and they put their hearts into it, so I'm proud of them.
Riley George wants to finish the season strong for this Cody Phillies squad.
For me, I just hope to finish the race strong and feel accomplished about myself, and we have a lot of other good girls and boys on the team who are really fast, who I'm sure will do well, but it's just finishing off strong.
Nordic Skiing has the weekend off, and they'll head to state next weekend. Cody Alpine Skiing had the weekend off last week and are back in action in Pinedale. The meet will consist of 2 giant slalom races. Head coach Taylor Henson explains the reasoning for the 2 GS races.
Well, it's sort of a long line of events. Basically, it started with us at our race in Red Lodge. When we switched race courses, we decided that our race course this year was better optimized for slalom. So we went ahead and did 2 slalom races. In terms of all state points, there has to be an equal number of races. So the GS got moved to Pinedale. So Pinedale's doing those 2 GS races so we can get caught up on that.
Spencer Decker is in his first high school season for Alpine and talks about the competition in his freshman year.
It's a little bit intimidating and tough to compete with them, but it's all in all a good challenge and fun. Well, I feel like I've gotten a lot better. At the beginning of the year, I was all right, not doing much, but it's gotten a lot better. I've been improving a lot.
Alpine will be competing in PAL today and tomorrow. Cody Indoor Track continues to have their successful season as head coach Brett Ingdahl talks about the advantage of having the weekend off from competition.
They're due for a week off. we figured 2,500 miles in the first 5 weeks of bus time, so a week off, and then we host on Thursday of next week, and then on to state. It's kind of winding down. So
Gabe Bree used to do a lot of sprint races in his track season and career, and now has transitioned to mid-distance, including the 800 and 400 meter races. He talks about the transition and how it's been.
So it was kind of a mental thing, honestly. That was the biggest part, because sprint workouts are kind of, some of them are pretty difficult, and then others are kind of, some of them kind of suck. But and then like mid-distance, it was the workouts. They're all hard. Distance workouts are hard, and it was kind of just a challenge, just the mental aspect of getting into this is gonna be hard, and I just gotta work through it, because obviously I want to get better at it, so I've got to start practicing like how I want to play. So
Cody Indoor Track has the weekend off before they host a meet in Gillette this upcoming Thursday. Check out the full interviews on our Facebook page, The Range 103.3. When we return from the break, we'll talk with head coach Chris Wagner. This is Cody High School basketball on 103.3 The Range, a Heart Mountain broadcasting station. Allstate agent Cale Mitchell is a proud supporter of Cody High School sports. At Allstate, you can bundle your home and auto for the lowest premium rates. Cale Mitchell is your local agent and provides great professional customer service to ensure that you got the best affordable coverage needs. Call Allstate agent Cale Mitchell at 307-527-6447. That's 307-527-6447. Allstate, you're in good hands.
It's time now for our pregame interview. Sending it back to the court with Wyatt Barichka with head coach Chris Wagner.
Back here on 103.3 The Range, I'm here with head coach Chris Wagner of the Cody Phillies. And, Coach, like I said last week, it's just transition buckets off turn. You guys just started the game off, and you just, again, like I said, never looked back.
Yeah, the girls have just kind of, it was a couple weeks ago, we really started putting an emphasis on just, looking deep a little bit, getting girls out and running. They love it. They like to run and get out, and yeah, it's been fun to watch that. And, it's not reckless. That I think they're pretty selective about taking their shots, but when they're there, they're not afraid to take them, and right now they're connecting on them. We'll try to keep it going a little bit.
And I asked Coach McCartan this, and I'll ask you the same question, Coach. But, when you're on a streak like this, when you're winning games big like this, sometimes you got to, I'm not say control the highs, but you want to make sure that the highs are still there while also focusing, because, again, you guys have a big game Friday today. But, just kind of talk about how you kind of approach, make sure, take advantage of the highs, but be focused on the court.
Yeah, we try to just do that, celebrate the win that night, but as soon as you go to bed, it's that game's over. We're moving on to the next one. So I'll be honest, I don't know what our streak is. I kind of I know our conference record. I pay attention to that because the team we're trying to beat on Fridays, it's going to come down that's a big game for seeding, so I'm aware of that. But streaks and previous games and that, I go back and look at the stats just for the data to how we approach the next weeks, not to celebrate what we've done or anything. That's kind of always been mine. I feel like the girls have done a pretty good job of that, just kind of, like I've said before, just a continuation of kind of the culture of the girls before them. They were very business-like approach with stuff. They didn't, celebrate one win and just let it carry over too long and kind of ride that high. They knew to focus and get ready for the next one.
You mentioned the streaks. I think that's the most coach-type answer that you could provide. But yeah, you kind of alluded to this one, Coach. This game is big. This is, one of those games of the year kind of vibe with you guys in Pinedale. And, Coach, it's been a while since Pinedale has even come to Cody. It's been a while since Cody's even played Pinedale. I don't know if you guys played against Pinedale under your reign as head coach. So, what do you know about this team? Because, again, Pinedale is one of those state contenders up there, and kind of your approach to this one.
Yeah, they're a very good team. got a senior group that's been together a while. I'm sure, the coach's daughter is, one of those seniors. I'm sure he's kind of worked with them for years. So I see a team that has great chemistry. They don't overdo it. Like us, we have a very defensive-minded approach to a lot of our offense, and that we want to force turnovers and we want to, put tons and tons of pressure. And with them, they play their defense, but man, they're poised in the half court. They're very efficient in that area, and they got some skilled players to be able to do it. So that's kind of been the challenge this week of having more of a personnel approach, knowing we got to know like what players are on the court, where they're at, and kind of execute some of the stuff we've been talking about defensively.
And there's a couple of threats that kind of stand in mind. I mean, do you kind of game plan around, like you were talking about personnel, but do you kind of game plan around maybe those two in particular, even though they have, quite a bit of talent?
Yeah, three for sure. One, Elin Bowers just hit 2,000 points. Averaging 26 a game. So, yeah, we got to pay attention to her. Erica Wilson, she's their second leading scorer. She's a very good player. If Elin isn't scoring as much, she's probably a 20-point scorer herself. She's very good. And then they got another girl, Rogers girl, that, very good shooter. She's averaging 10. They got four really effective scorers. So that'll be the kind of the thing. Outside of that, it drops off. So if we can just make sure, someone else doesn't sneak in. But, it is definitely an emphasis to try to contain their main two for sure.
And how beneficial and advantageous is it that this game is going to be taking place on your home floor, Coach?
Love it. Yeah, you want these types of games going, especially leading up. We were 2 weeks out from regionals. It's the best thing you can have. Like it becomes a high pressure game because when the number one comes to town, you got to show up and be ready to go. So I like it that it kind of gets that postseason mentality. It is an important game as far as seeding, and we know our side's is going to be a challenge, when we get to regionals. That's big. And then even for the whole weekend in general, then the next day to have to turn around and go ride a bus and head to Buffalo should be a tough place to play. So I like it. I like the challenge this week brings us.
Well, Coach, you kind of alluded to a potential X factor, but if I have to ask you and elaborate more, X factor difference maker, what's going to take you guys, to go 1-0 and why?
Keep their main ones from doing what they normally do. We know we're not going to shut them down. The emphasis is we're not going to hold her to single digits or the whole team to single digits. If we do, great. If not, we know the mindset that they're going to hit shots, they're going to do some things, but over the course of the game, if we can just kind of keep them contained and make it a little more difficult to get those points.
Perfect, Coach. That's all I got. Thank you for your time. We'll talk to you after this one's over.
All right, thanks, Wyatt.
Distracted driving is dangerous, but some people just can't seem to help themselves. There's the steering wheel propper, the sneak-a-peeker, the fast roller, the night-lighter. And it's not long until they become the fender-bender-er, the got-a-ticketer, the veering off the road, the driver who kills someone. Enough with the phones already. Just put them down.
Coach Wagner and the Phillies and Coach McCartan and the Bronx have been really fun to watch this year.
Yes, the Bronx and Phillies, they really have it all together.
They sure do. Speaking of having it all together, insuring your home, cars, and life insurance together with My State Farm Agency is the best way to bundle and save. We can customize your coverage and make insurance seem easy. Good luck, Bronx and Phillies. Check with Jen Talich's State Farm Agency to get your insurance all together. Thanks for the opportunity to earn your business. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Back here on 103.3 The Range as we are getting set for a crucial and should be entertaining 3A West girls basketball showdown between the number 1 ranked Lady Wranglers, who are visiting your number 3 ranked Cody Phillies. Rankings courtesy of the Wild Prep Coaches and Media Basketball Poll. Let's take a look at these two opponents and how they match up on paper. And Couple of names you're going to hear quite a bit tonight. For the Lady Wranglers, it's Elin Bowers, averaging about 27 points per contest for the Lady Wranglers. And for the Phillies, scoring led by Grace Hayes, nearing 20 points per contest. They're the number 1 and number 2 scorers in class in the 3A West side of the classification. For the Lady Wranglers, they score roughly 66 points per night, surrendering 39. The Phillies at 58 points, scoring 34%. They surrender to opponents. The Lady Wranglers do out-rebound opponents by 28-26. And turnovers, they win the turnover margin almost every game at 12 turnovers for them, 24 turnovers for opponents. They shoot 32% from 3. That's a pretty good percentage if you're in high school basketball. Opponents just 22% on the season. Inside the arc, they shoot about 50%. Opponents at 37. And at the charity stripe, this is where a game could be decided, where the Lady Wranglers shoot 70%. They have two actually that shoot 80% or better from the free throw line. Elin Bowers and Gabby Rogers shooting 80% or better. Gabby Rogers leading at 86%. Let's take a look at the Phillies. Like I mentioned, they score about 58 points per game, surrendering 34. Turnovers, they win the turnover margin, 14 turnovers to 23 for opponents. And rebounding, they rebound opponents by 10, 30 to 20. Something to also maybe look for as this one goes on. Shooting from the arc, they're 28% on the season. Opponents shoot 23%. Don't expect that percentage to be the way tonight, just knowing this Lady Wranglers squad and what they can do offensively on the court. Inside the arc, the Cody Phillies have 49%. Opponents shoot 37%. And at the charity stripe, Cody is 58%. Opponents shoot 70%. And like I said, that's going to be a number to maybe look out for tonight if that's the case in this one. That's your matchup on paper. We'll take another 60-second timeout. We'll get the starting lineups and get this one going. It is the Lady Wranglers. It is the Cody Phillies. Control of the 3A West for the regular season, for at least now, is next after this 60-second timeout on 103.3 The Range, a Hard Mountain broadcasting station.
With over 40 years of combined experience, Park County Glass can handle all of your auto and residential glass needs. Serving the Bighorn Basin since 1982 with quality you can depend on and service from the heart. Stop in or call your auto glass specialist at 307-587-9303. That's Park County Glass at 307-587-9303.
Hey guys, this is Zach Haskell with Haskell Furniture and Flooring. We are a proud supporter of the Cody Bronx and Phillies this season. If you want selection, we have the best selection for you with the best prices. From mattresses to flooring or recliners to fireplaces, we have everything you need in stock. No need to drive out of town when we have everything here locally for your next selection. Stop in at Haskell's Furniture and Flooring in Cody, Lovell, Worland, and Riverton, where we have the best prices and better service.
This is Cody Phillies basketball on 103.3 The Range.
Getting you set for the Cody Phillies and the Lady Wranglers, the number 1 ranked team in Pinedale, taking on the number 3 ranked team in Cody. Other rankings look like this. Douglas at number 2. It is Mountain View at number 4, and Powell sitting at the number 5 spot. They return to the polls this week. I know some of the young athletes and young Phillies leading the way out. Young Bronx are also going to lead the way out for the Bronx later this evening at 7 o'clock. We will get a national anthem starting lineups as well coming up here. We will be radio silent for the national anthem. So when that gets going here, we will go radio silent. This has been your build-up to tip-off pregame show. It's been presented by Cody Ace Hardware. And now for your national anthem, we'll go radio silent, and we will be back in just a moment. national anthem being sung here at Schweitzer Gymnasium, and what is going to be a fantastic basketball game between the number 1 ranked Lady Wranglers and the number 3 ranked Cody Phillies. We'll get the starting lineups. It will be looking like this, and we'll show you what that right side of your screen, if you're watching live on the YouTube stream, is about to look like. We'll start with the starting lineup for the Lady Wranglers. They're under head coach Trent Bowers. He is in his 3rd season. He has taken the Lady Wranglers to 2 state championship tournaments and probably on his way to a 3rd consecutive state tournament appearance if they can get through that regional tournament, winning 2 before you lose 2. That's actually in a couple of weeks, and Lander will have coverage of this one. They're doing some quick announcements here. It is currently 5:41, so this game is getting started just a little bit later than expected, and again, a great crowd show up. If you can make it down to Schweitzer Gymnasium, please do so, and if you can't, let folks know, folks who can't make it. 103.3 FM on the radio, and also online at myheartmountainradio.com. There's a video stream to link to this one. So the Lady Wranglers starting lineups looking like this. It will look like this. Number 13, it's Gabrielle Rogers. She'll be followed by Alexis White. It is number 23, Elin Bowers. Like we mentioned, scored 2,000 points this last Saturday. She's a senior. Gabrielle Rogers, a senior, and Alexis White is a junior. They'll be followed by number 31, the senior. It's May McGuire. And number 33 to round up the starting lineup, it is Erica Wilson, the junior, for the Lady Wranglers. McGuire is a senior, to be exact. Lexi White is a junior as well. So the starting lineup for the Phillies going to look like this. It's the same 5 as it's been for a while. The junior, number 0, Ellie Talent. She'll be followed by number 5 going through that amazing crowd that's down there, led by young Lady Phillies. Number 5, Maddie Boudry. It's the lone senior of the Cody Phillies. Number 15, it's Sophia Radakovich. Number 21, the sophomore, Grace Hayes, the second leading scorer in 3A West. And to round up the starting 5, it's number 24, the junior, Cindy Simone. Pinedale in their road greens, orange numbers, or orange lettering, white numbers, trimmed in orange and white. And for the Phillies, they'll be in their home whites, blue numbers, blue lettering, Cody on their jerseys, and it's trimmed in that gold. Cody gonna go from right to left. Pinedale gonna go from left to right. In the center circle will be Sophia Radakovich, and for Pinedale, it'll be May McGuire. Pretty good crowd here, and still plenty of seats to get to Schweitzer Gymnasium. Let's get your scoreboard tonight. It's brought to you by Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. Again, Cody right to left, Pinedale left to right. We are underway. Tip is going to be controlled by the Phillies, and we're underway here as Grace will control for the Phillies to start this one off. Again, the second leading scorer in 3A West, and she'll probably go up against that number 1 scorer in Elin Bowers, and starting off with a score, it is Sophia Radakovich, 4-2, and Cody takes a quick 2-0 lead to get the first score of the night. Gotta wonder how maybe some of those other scores do tonight. Hayes and Bowers are going to be the ones that everybody's going to eye on, but what about Simone and Talent for the Phillies, and Gabrielle Rogers, and also Erica Wilson for the Lady Wranglers? That shot from Pinedale is off the mark. We'll get a whistle. It's going to stay with the Lady Wranglers. No foul made. Bowers will go and inbound it for Pinedale. So get it over to Rogers. It's left corner for Bowers. Nice give up there over to Alexis White, or Lexi White to be exact. I was told that she'd rather go by Alexi, not Alexis, so I apologize early on. Bowers on the right side, matched up by Hayes. She'll drive in right side off the glass, and it will hit off the iron and fight for the basketball. It will go for Radakovich. Getting the first rebound of the night is Boudry. Will bring it up for Cody over the midcourt logo. Makes her way to the left side, handoff. Was looking for Simone. Now we got a fight for the basketball. She picks it up. Nice pass over to Boudry on the left corner. Was looking for Radakovich, and it's blocked out of bounds, courtesy of McGuire. 6:43 left to go. Cody's second possession offensively as they lead 2-0 on that Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Pinedale 16-1 on the season. Cody is 14-3 as the inbound pass is going to be almost saved by Boudry, but coming up with it was Erica Wilson. And it's going to be a foul on the Phillies. Grace Hayes will pick up her first, and that's something to also pay attention to, is the fouls for Bowers and Hayes as well, because both of them can get into foul trouble in some contests. 6:40 left to go. Rogers will trigger it in for the Lady Wranglers as Bowers will be the one who comes up with it. We'll make her way to the middle. Now back over to Rogers on the left side as Bauer makes the cut. Rogers goes inside now for McGuire for two. Gets it to go. And McGuire gets the goose egg off the scoreboard for the Lady Wranglers as Hayes quickly over. Gives it off to Talich as she'll drive in baseline. Kick out to Boudry to Hayes up top. Hayes was looking for Radakovich. Now will dribble it to the right side. Looks for Talich on the baseline. So gets poked out of bounds. Stays with the Cody Phillies. With 6:12 left to play in quarter number one. Talich will trigger it in for Cody. Inbound goes to Simone. Goes into the paint. Kicks out to Boudry on the left corner. She'll drive in over to Simone. Simone drives in. Goes from left to right. Loses the basketball. Is able to get it back. Hayes fires three. Right side. Hits off the iron. Goes from right to left in a fight for the basketball. It's going to be a jump ball. And possession arrow will favor the Lady Wranglers. Two apiece is on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Both teams with 5 timeouts still. We're only 2 minutes in to this contest. And Bowers will make the slow jog over that midcourt circle. Now over to Rogers. Right side outside. Simone matched up with defensively as the Phillies run man-to-man. There's a give back to Bowers. Left side. Hayes matched up with her defensively, and she'll give it over to Rogers again. Rogers swinging it over to Wilson. Wilson matched up by Boudry. Back up top now for the Lady Wranglers as McGuire gave it up to Rogers. Rogers jump stop, give it off to, it's White again, and White loses it out of bounds, and Radakovich getting in there for the stop. We'll stay with Pinedale, but nice defense there by Sophia. And back to Pinedale it goes. Bowers again to inbound it. It's going to be a long inbound for Wilson. Wilson to Bowers on the left elbow. Give it off to Rogers. Back up top to Wilson. Wilson looking to drive in. Lose the basketball. Now we got to fight for it. Now it should be a jump ball, and that will be the case. They'll go back to the Phillies as we stay tied 2 apiece on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Right now, Cody with 1 foul. Hayes on the reach. And she brings it over the midcourt line. It's for things to develop for the Phillies offensively as Talich fakes the give, goes to the right side. Will hit off the side of the backboard, and we'll get a whistle. It's going to be on Talich, I think, for trying to go for the steal, and that'll be a reach. Talich picks up her first, team second. Pinedale with no fouls in the contest in this first quarter with 4:56 left to play. Bowers over the midcourt stripe as Hayes matches up with her defensively, goes inside. It is Wilson for 2, and she gets it to go, and Pinedale breaks the tie. It's 4-2 Pinedale advantage on the Pinnacle Bay scoreboard. Hayes drive in off the glass, count it. And Hayes on the board for the first time. And we're tied at 4 again. It is Bowers going to hit off the iron. It's going to be controlled by Hayes as Hayes gets it from Radakovich over to Talich on the left side as that shot's blocked. Courtesy of McGuire in out of bounds, or excuse me, we're going to get a foul. Looked out of bounds from our angle, but that's not the case. And Talich, just like that, picks up her second. And she'll come out as Reagan Moss checks in. It's 4-all with 4:16 left to play. And Bowers will bring it up again under head coach Trent Bowers. It is, again, 3rd season here for the Lady Wranglers. Both head coaches have been here for at least 2 or more years, even though Trent Bowers, the coach who's coached the longest in Pinedale for basketball. There's a give over to Rogers. Rogers on the left side. Get back out now to Wilson. Swing over to Bowers at the top with Hayes matched up with her defensively as we approach 3:45 left to go first quarter. White back with it as Pinedale works it around the iron. Left side, it's Bowers. She'll try to go in. Give it out now to, that's McGuire. Wilson at the charity stripe. Back over to Rogers. There's the swing to Bowers on the right corner. Bowers, step back, looking to give it up. Now does. It's Wilson again. And those are the two names you're going to hear a lot from the scoring. And it's last touch there by McGuire, out of bounds. It's going to be a turnover by Pinedale. Both teams unofficially with a turnover so far in the contest. 3:17 left to play. Low scoring first quarter here at Schweitzer Gymnasium. It's 4-all on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Moss on the swing over to Simone. Boudry back to Simone on the left side. Rogers defensively matched up there. Simone looks kick out to Moss. We'll get a whistle, and this should go against the Lady Wranglers, and they'll pick up their first team foul. Gabrielle Rogers picking up the foul. So first team foul, first personal for Rogers. Hayes getting the inbound pass as it goes off the iron, off the glass and in. Hayes with 4. Cody breaks the tie. Second lead change of the contest. It's 6-4. Cody advantage with 2:50 left to play. Bowers will make her way down to the right corner, now on the baseline. That's going to be taken away. Simone comes up with it. Has one to be. She'll slow it down. Give it over to Moss. Moss was looking for the inside pass for Radakovich. Out of bounds. It will stay with the Phillies. Second turnover there for Pinedale. Simone will trigger it in with 2:36 left to go in the first quarter. Simone looks inbound. The long inbound pass to Hayes as they will say that's all right, that she goes over that midcourt stripe in the backcourt. Here is Hayes. She'll get a shot off, but no foul called there. I think that would be a foul it's called, but that's not the case. That'll be Cody's unofficially first miss of the contest. And Pinedale has a chance to take the lead with a 3. Nearing 2 minutes to go. Bowers at the top, matched up by Hayes. Fake the give one way. White goes to the left side over to Wilson. Inside pass for McGuire. Couldn't get it to go. And now we'll get a jump ball. And the possession arrow will favor the Lady Wranglers. It looked like McGuire did get a little contact as well. They didn't call it that time either. So these two be a little bit more physical down low. Pass over to Bowers. 3 for the lead from the left corner. Got it. Elin Bowers with her first bucket. Pinedale regains the lead at 7-6. Under 2 to play in the first quarter. Moss loses the handle. We'll get a whistle. And they're going to get that a foul. So I guess it just kind of maybe depends on the official right now. So we say they had cut on the reach from White. 1:46 left to play. Simone to Hayes. Left side back to Simone up top. It's Rogers defensively matched up there. Big senior class as well for Pinedale, one of the smaller schools in 3A. Hayes over to Boudry. Right side, there's a swing over to Moss. Moss to Simone, sets the screen. Simone will try to answer with a 3 as it clanks off the iron. And no good for the Phillies, and they'll stay down 7-6. Rogers, pump fake by White. She'll give it back to Rogers. Rogers will fake the give to Wilson. Thought about pulling up a 3, but giving it back to Wilson up the top. Pinedale working around the iron. Now give it back to Rogers, or Bowers, excuse me. Bowers makes a move down low, puts up a shot. That one won't go. Couple of opportunities for the Lady Wranglers. They couldn't get it to go as Radakovich gives it over to Moss. Long pass to Boudry. Now it's Simone. Simone, Moss, 3, left corner, in and out. Radakovich with the rebound. Second chance for the Phillies. Simone will drive into the paint, bounce pass it off to Moss. Tries again from 3 off the back iron, and the Phillies will go 0 for 2 on that side of the court. Under 30 seconds to play. 7-6, Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Pinedale up by 1. Bowers give it over now. It's a 3 from White. It's good from the right corner. Make it now 10-6 with 18 seconds left to play. Cody has been a close game. It's been a while since they're about to maybe go to the second quarter. Trailing Hayes for three. It's good. Give it to Hayes and the Phillies. Down by one. Bowers will throw up a shot as it hits off the backboard, and we go to the second quarter of play. It is Lady Wranglers 10, the third-ranked Phillies 9. We'll step aside for a 30-second timeout. We'll be back after this on 103.3 The Range, a Heart Mountain Broadcasting Station.
When life slows you down, Canyon Therapy in Cody helps you get back on your feet. Whether you're recovering from an injury, managing pain, or working to regain strength and mobility, Canyon Therapy offers expert physical and occupational therapy service tailored to you. Our experienced team works with you one-on-one to create a personalized treatment plan, helping you to move better and live more comfortably. We treat people, not just conditions, in a caring and supportive environment. Canyon Therapy is a proud supporter of the Cody Bronx and Cody Phillies. Get back to the life you love with Canyon Therapy. Visit CanyonTherapy.com or call today to schedule your next appointment.
You're tuned into Cody High School basketball live on 103.3 The Range.
Quick first quarter from Schweitzer Gymnasium. Lady Wranglers with a 1-point advantage, 10-9 on the Pinnacle Bay scoreboard. No free throws have been attempted in this contest. Phillies will start with basketball in the second quarter, going from right to left. Pinedale left to right. Talent will come back in with two personal fouls, and the Phillies will have the starting five out there. Not a lot of change. The only change was for Talich as Boss came in when Talich got two fouls in the first quarter, and Cody will start with the possession with a turnover. Three from White, count it. And the Lady Wranglers right now making their threes. They're 3 of 3 right now from three-point land. 13-9, 30 seconds in to the second, and Cody will go back-to-back possessions with turnover. Simone will take it away. Back over to Hayes, drives in right side off the glass, count it. Hayes with 7 of the 9 points. It's now back to a 2-point game for the Lady Wranglers. 13-11, approaching a minute into the second. Wilson gives it off to Bowers on the right side. Bowers gets the screen, forward up for three, and she'll get that one to go as well. You give her enough space, she will make you guys pay for it right now, and that's the case. She's got 6 points. Actually ties the scoring high for the Lady Wranglers. Hayes with 9. Boudry 3, in and out. Phillies getting good looks, just can't get them to go. And Phillies with their first miss is their first possession with a turnover. 6:30 left to go, second quarter. It's White, gets the screen to the right elbow as Pinedale now works it around. Bowers gets another screen. Hayes, though, goes through the screen as Bowers will pull it up for a quick 2. And get it to go, and it's a 7-point lead now for Pinedale. Cody has played their second team ranked number 1 in the Wild Prep Coaches and Media Basketball poll. They played Douglas and Lander. They would fall by 7. That's the lead right now for Pinedale. Talich over to Boudry. There's a swing over to Hayes. Not about a 3 as she will step back with Wilson matched up with her defensively. Radagovich gives a screen. Hayes kicked out. Simone 3 is going to be too much as it hits off the right iron. Back to Pinedale it goes on a little bit of a run right now as they have outscored the Phillies 8-2 in the second quarter. Wilson with Boudry matched up defensively. White will give it over to Bowers. Hayes trying to go for a steal, and Bowers gets it to go, and she has got 8. And the Cody Phillies will spend a timeout. It is a 10-point lead for Pinedale, and Cody having to spend a timeout as they are now down to 4. It's a 60-second timeout, and we will keep it here on 103.3 FM. And it is 6 o'clock KBE in Cali. Cody, 103.3 FM. Also, give a big thanks to YDOT. Seatbelts save lives. Buckle up every time you get in your vehicle. This message is from YDOT. Also, big thanks to Park County Glass, has been serving locally for over 30 years. That is Park County Glass. Right now, Pinedale 11 points in the second quarter. Quickly, Cody with just 2. And currently, right now, Bowers, who only scored 3 in the first, has put 8 of the 11. Hayes leading the scoring with 9. Cody has had a couple of good looks. They just haven't been able to get those good looks to drop. So far in the first half, it's the Cody band. He is a little bit loud here at Schweitzer Gymnasium. Always a big shout out to them as well. If you missed a pregame show, we gave a big shout out to Cody. Swimming and diving having one of their best finishes in program history. They would finish 3rd. Cody was fighting Buffalo for 2nd, and actually first place was up for grabs for a while, but Lander would pull away and win their 29th consecutive state title. Again, timeout taken by the Phillies. They're down to 4 as Pinedale jumps their lead up to 10. It is 21-11 Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. They'll give it off to Radakovic. Nice pass from Simone as Radakovic lays it in, and they will have quite a bit of a height advantage for the Phillies tonight, as most of the way. Back over to the Lady Wranglers. Rogers swinging over to Bowers at the top. It is an 8-point lead for the Lady Wranglers. Back over to Bowers. Thought about a 3. Pump fake once. Back over to Rogers. Swinging around the perimeter is Pinedale. Back over to Rogers. She'll drive in. Pull up mid-range. Bunny good. As Rogers gets the score. Good looks from Pinedale. It's back to a 10-point lead. 23-13 with 4:32 left to go. Hayes looks to drive in. Back over to Simone as Pinedale runs man-to-man. Simone drives into the right. Tries to go all the way with it. Not going to get the foul called. Out of bounds. It'll be Pinedale basketball as Morager's going to check in and Wilson checks back in. See, the officials are letting a little bit more physical play down low in this one. Normally, some of those shots that don't go in with some contact have been called this season, but that's not the case right now, as falling to the floor was Wilson, though, called the travel. And back to Cody it goes, down by 10. Again, Pinedale, Cody, and Douglas, kind of the 3 you think about in 3A basketball. And 2 of them meeting in Schweitzer Gymnasium right now. Radakovic over to Simone as she'll drive in from left to right. Give it over to Hayes. Hayes gets Bowers to jump. She'll drive in. Floater from the paint. No good. Radakovic cleans it up and takes a home team bounce and drops in. Lead back down to 8. Cody hasn't been able to cut it down to at least 6 for a while. Bowers on the left side. Talmadge matches up with her defensively. Right now, Pinedale just swinging around. Looks like Cody is switched defensively. Looks like they're running a little bit of a zone right now. It's Wilson at the top. Bowers wide open on that left corner. Morager does a good job seeing that quickly. Bowers, right corner now. One dribble, looks to give it back to Rogers. There's a kick over to Wilson. Wilson on the left side, back to Rogers. She'll fire a 3. That's what the zone will do. They'll give extra chances, and they're going to say out of bounds. And Pinedale is saying, how is that out of bounds when that should have been a foul call? And I will say probably could have gone either way in that case, and that's probably going to be a break for the Phillies. They can cut it down to at least 5. With a 3. Talmadge gets it at the top. Matched up there by White, and that's going to be a foul call. And now Bowers is saying if that last one wasn't a foul call, how's that one? If that one wasn't a foul call, how's this one a foul call? Cody Phillies getting it back as that foul was on White. She picks up her 2nd. And the Phillies get it back. It's Moss on the right corner as she checks back in for Cody. Up top is Hayes. Hayes has not subbed out yet in this game. She'll fire a 3. Get it. It's good. Cody cuts it to 5. It's 23-18. 2:34 left to play. Wilson Matched up by Talich as Cody does show zone defense there. Wilson on the left side. Give it back to Rogers. Rogers will swing it over to Bowers as Moss closes in quickly. Long pass over to Wilson. She'll drive in on the left baseline. Give it over to Rogers. Bowers up top with 2:15 left to go. Bowers to Wilson, back to Bowers. Makes her way to the right side. Now gives it off to Rogers. Moss closed in quickly to avoid a three-point shot as Pinedale's done a great job tonight. I don't think they've missed a three, and as soon as I say that, Elin Bowers will make a three, and it's back to an 8-point game just like that. 26-18, 1:49 left to play in the second. Talich is at the top. Will drive into the right side, spin in the paint, pull it up off the back iron, and good. Talich with her first points of the night. 1:34 left to play. Evelyn Ogdenal is also in for Cody for the first time. They have Hayes, Talich, Ogdenal, Morager, and Moss in. Is Wilson. One dribble, long pass over to Rogers. At the top, back over to Wilson on the right side. Pinedale just swinging around the iron right now. They're playing a little bit of catch as that defense proving to work. It's going to be a turnover by Pinedale. Cody with a long pass, and we'll get a whistle out of bounds, and it's going to be, I'm going to say Cody basketball. His last touch by Pinedale. Radakovich and Boudry get a quick rest as they're back in. Simone will check back in with 1:09 left to go. 6-point lead for Pinedale, 26-20, 1:09 left to play. Simone will inbound for the Phillies. Now they're having some confusion. Now Talich will go back and inbound it with 1:09 left to play. Talich inbound to Radakovich. Radakovich in the paint, looks for Hayes. Bauer comes up with a steal. Bowers has nobody near her, and she'll lay it up and in for 2 as Bowers has 13 of the 16 points she has scored in this second quarter so far with 51 seconds left to go. Simone with the give to Hayes. It's an 8-point lead again for Pinedale. A slow walk over to the right side. Now we'll get a screen from Radakovich. Enough room to pull it up for 3. Can't get that one to go as rebounded is courtesy of Charlotte Hawk, and Wilson gets the football pass to lay it in. Wilson with 4. It's a 10-point lead, and Cody has it with 22 seconds left to go. Well, the Kiel Sanitation halftime report here in just a little bit. Talich will see Cody get a foul called against him. It's going to be an offensive foul on Simone. First personal, first team foul. The fouls have been held by the officials. 14.7 left to go. Pinedale can hold for the final shot. Not be surprised if the one who has the basketball right now gets the green light. It's Bowers. Drives into the left side. Kick it over now to Hawk. Hawk back to Rogers. Rogers doesn't get the shot to go. Is a little bit late on the play, and that will be how the first half ends. In Pinedale looking to give Cody their first loss at home as the Phillies trail 30-20 at the halftime intermission. Your Kiel Sanitation halftime report is coming up next. We'll look at the first half and also get a report from Kiel Sanitation. We'll step aside and we'll be back in just a moment. Again, Pinedale 30, Cody 20. We're back in about 4 minutes on 103.3 The Range.
Since 1982, Kiel Sanitation has been the trusted leader in sanitation services throughout the Bighorn Basin. We're a family-run business dedicated to providing top-notch customer service. Whatever your sanitation needs are, Kiel Sanitation has you covered. We offer a comprehensive range of residential and commercial trash collection options featuring a variety of containers. Our roll-off containers range from 10 to 40 cubic yards. We also have 95-gallon roll-out carts and steel dumpsters, including bear-proof containers. Our septic services include thorough, high-pressure back flushing to ensure your system is Keel clean. For your convenience, we also offer 24-hour emergency septic services. To meet all of your sanitation requirements, we provide portable restrooms for any occasion. Our offerings include standard portable restrooms, hand wash stations, and handicap units. We also specialize in services for the oil field, including portable restrooms, potable water, roll-off containers, and vacuum services. Be sure to check us out, KeelSanitation.com. We're also on Facebook. Look for us in there under Keel Sanitation. Give us a call, 307-587-6616. Go Cody Bronx and the Cody Phillies as well.
Woodward Tractor is your one-stop dealer for all your Takahouchi equipment and service needs. Takahouchi is known the world over for its purpose-built design philosophy, innovative technology, and dependable service after the sale. And now at Woodward Tractor, get 0% financing on all Takahouchi machines, excavators, track loaders, and wheel loaders. Special financing options are also available on Takahouchi brand attachments. See Woodward Tractor on Blackburn in Cody.
Allstate agent Cale Mitchell is a proud supporter of Cody High School sports. At Allstate, you can bundle your home and auto for the lowest premium rates. Cale Mitchell is your local agent and provides great professional customer service to ensure that you got the best affordable coverage needs. Call Allstate agent Cale Mitchell at 307-527-6447. That's 307-527-6447. Allstate, you're in good hands.
Distracted driving is dangerous, but some people just can't seem to help themselves. There's the steering wheel propper, the sneak peeker, the fast roller, the night lighter. And it's not long until they become the fender bender, the got a ticketer, the veering off the road, the driver who kills someone. Enough with the phones already. Just put them down.
Coach Wagner and the Phillies and Coach McCartan and the Bronx have been really fun to watch this year.
Yes, the Bronx and Phillies, they really have it all together.
They sure do. Speaking of having it all together, insuring your home, cars, and life insurance together with My State Farm Agency is the best way to bundle and save. We can customize your coverage and make insurance seem easy. Good luck, Bronx and Phillies. Check with Jen Talich's State Farm Agency to get your insurance all together. Thanks for the opportunity to earn your business. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
A Hard Mountain Broadcasting Station halftime here in Cody, and right now the Lady Wranglers, who are ranked number 1 in the Wild Prep Coaches and Media Basketball poll for 3A girls, is leading this one by 10. It is 30-20 at the halftime intermission. This halftime brought to you by Keel Sanitation. It's your Keel Sanitation halftime report. It is the Bighorn Basin's first choice for their sanitation needs, serving Cody, Lovell, Powell, Grable Basin, and the entire Bighorn Basin. Visit them at KeelSanitation.com today. Also, a big thanks to Woodward Tractor, a place for all your Takahouchi equipment needs. Woodward Tractor has your next construction machine. Visit them located near Mintock Park. Well, Pinedale got off to a quick start in the second quarter and never looked back. First quarter saw a 1-point lead for the Lady Wranglers at 10-9. In the second quarter, Cody was outscored by Pinedale 20-11. Elin Bauer scored 13 points in the second quarter to help lead the way for the Lady Wranglers. And unofficially, the shooting has been pretty good for both these two teams, depending on where you're shooting it from. Unofficially, I have Pinedale 6 of 6 from three-point land, 12 of 15 from the field. Cody is 9 of 17 from the field, 53%, and 2 of 9 from three-point land. Neither team has actually shot free throws tonight. That tells you kind of what the officials are allowing. They're allowing more physical play down low. There's sometimes you see some of the shots, especially if you're watching on the live stream, where you're thinking, why is that not a foul? They've called it both ways, so it's not just one way or another. That's kind of been the case as well. We'll take a quick 30-second. Individual statistics are next as the Cody Phillies trailing this one 30-20 on your Keel Sanitation halftime report on your Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. We're back in 30 seconds on 103.3 The Range.
With over 40 years of combined experience, Park County Glass can handle all of your auto and residential glass needs. Serving the Bighorn Basin since 1982 with quality you can depend on and service from the heart. Stop in or call your auto glass specialist at 307-587-9303. That's Park County Glass at 307-587-9303.
We continue the Keel Sanitation halftime report. Here's Wyatt Barichka.
Pinnacle Bank scoreboard at the half. It is Cody trailing in this one 30-20 against the top-ranked Lady Wranglers in this one. Continuing your Keel Sanitation halftime report. Let's take a look at the individual statistics in this one. We'll start with Pinedale. It's led by Elin Bowers with 16 points. Lexi White with 6. McGuire with 2. Erica Wilson with 4. Gabrielle Rogers has 2 in the contest so far. That is your look at the individual statistics for Pinedale. Cody led by Grace Hayes with 12 points in the contest. Sofia Radakovich with 6. And Ellie Talich has 2 points on the evening so far. We still got another half to play. We'll take one more 30-second timeout. Take a quick look around the state for Class 3 and get this second half going. Pinnacle Bank scoreboard at the half. It is Pinedale 30, Cody 20. We'll wrap up your Keel Sanitation halftime report after this 30-second timeout on 103.3 The Range.
Hey guys, this is Zach Haskell with Haskell Furniture and Flooring. We are a proud supporter of the Cody Bronx and Phillies this season. If you want selection, we have the best selection for you with the best prices. From mattresses to flooring or recliners to fireplaces, we have everything you need in stock. No need to drive out of town when we have everything here locally for your next selection. Stop in at Haskell's Furniture and Flooring in Cody, Lovell, Worland, and Riverton, where we have the best prices and better service.
.103.3 The Range, a Hard Mountain Broadcasting Station. Wrapping up your Keel Sanitation halftime report. Let's take a look at some scores from around the state of Wyoming. I can give you some live actual updates at the moment. In Powell right now, the Lady Panthers leading the Lady Tigers of Lander 28-25 in the third quarter in that contest. In Whirlwind, it is Mountain View up on Whirlwind right now. It's actually a shocker right now. Normally, yeah, that's actually kind of a surprising score. It is Mountain View 20 and Whirlwind 14. That's a score right now. That's maybe kind of a surprise just because of on paper, maybe how that might look on paper. And that's the only reason why I'm saying that's kind of a surprise right now in this one. See if there's other scores to report. And a final in the Rollins-Newcastle game. It is Rollins 54, Newcastle 21. Halftime in the Glenrock-Burns game. It is Glenrock 24, Burns 20. No score reported for Lyman and Lovell. We gave you updates in Mountain View, Whirlwind, and Lander at Pinedale. Halftime in the Douglas game. It is Douglas 42 and Buffalo 29. That has been your Keel Sanitation halftime report, serving the entire Bighorn Basin, the first choice for sanitation needs. That is your halftime as the third quarter is underway. Scoreboard brought to you by Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. Pinedale starts with it as they now go from right to left as they'll swing it around the arc. Bowers fires a quick 3 to start, and it will be no good. Getting a rebound, though, is Pinedale. They won't get it to go. Third chance, and a foul will be called. So 2 attempts from the field, and they get the third one to have a foul called against the Cody Phillies. Radakovich picks up her team's first of the quarter, and Pinedale can extend this to their biggest lead of the contest. It's been 10, now make it 11. At the line is Lexi White. First free throws of the contest by either team. And Pinedale has a chance to go 2 for 2. White, second one, good. 12-point lead for Pinedale, 32-20. Cody in a tie contest. Again, this is the second team they're playing who has been ranked number 1 in the Wild Prep Coaches in a media basketball poll. Boudry has it on the right side. We'll give it over to Talich. Talich will dribble it down to the right corner. Now goes baseline as it goes out of bounds. It was poked there, looks like by White. It will stay with the Phillies. Simone to trigger it in as we're nearing a minute played in this third quarter. Simone looks for Radakovic. She'll go out of bounds. Now we'll flip it over to the sideline for Cody. No time went off the clock either. So we stay 7:19 to go in the third. Talich to inbound it again. Talich was looking for Hayes, and they'll throw it off the foot of White to avoid the 5-second count. Nice play there by Talich. Now she's yelling at the team to go. Finally, they'll get the inbound to Hayes. Hayes over to Talich at the top. There's a swing over to Boutry, and we'll get a whistle on Pinedale. I believe it's going to be May McGuire picking up the foul for the Lady Wranglers. That'll be her first, team's first, and I said the whistles are being swallowed just a little bit in that first half, and quickly 2 fouls as the inbound goes to Hayes off the iron, no good, and out of bounds. It will be Pinedale basketball after the missed shot from Cody. Again, Cody's had good looks this evening, especially in that first half. Just some of them did not go in. And Pinedale has made quite a few threes, 6 of 7 from beyond the arc. Rogers matched up by Hayes as they'll switch to his own defense. It's Cody. Bowers will give it over to Wilson. Fire a 3 from the right corner. In and out. It's rebounded by White. Fight for the basketball. Ends up in the hands of Bowers. Bowers, White. Going to be a long 2 if it goes in. Doesn't go, though. Simone gets it. Long pass over to Talich. Talich will look to lay it up. And in on the left side. Doesn't go. She get the rebound. Put it back up and in. Almost a disaster there if Cody didn't end up with points, and that was a missed shot, but Talich was able to get it back and put it in. It's a 10-point lead for the Lady Wranglers. 32-22 with 6:19 left to go in the third quarter. Long pass over to Bowers. At the lettering for Cody. Now swinging around the perimeter. Goes inside for White on the left elbow. Drives in. Radakovic with the defense is Hayes picks it up, and then coming back up with it is Wilson. Hayes will slide over to Simone, and finally it ends up for the Phillies. Simone almost lost that. I think she was looking for Hayes. Talich did pick it up. Back over to Hayes on the left side. Talich, quick fire 3 on the catch and shoot. Doesn't get the home team bounce to go, and Pinedale gets it back. That is Cody now unofficially 2 of 10 from 3-point land. Rogers will drive on the left baseline. They'll kick it over now to Wilson. Wilson over to Bowers. Bowers will give it back to Wilson as they're working around the perimeter on the right side. Back to Bowers as Talich matches up with her defensively right there. Again, still showing a little bit of zone as Wilson from 3 hits off the back iron. Rebounded though, and a foul. Then going back to the line is McGuire. She'll get her first trip, and Pinedale goes back to the line. Sydney Simone picks up the foul. It'll be her second, team second of the quarter. McGuire from the line right now. It's Pinedale getting the extra opportunities. Cody's done it as well, but Pinedale's trying to capitalize on them. It's the first free throw there from McGuire is off the mark. Simone will check out. Morager checks in. Cody's trying to avoid their first loss at home. Looking to keep that winning streak going. Pinedale doing it as well. And it's a 0 for 2 trip. Cody comes back up with it as Hayes going to push the pace. Joe's looking to go all the way from one side of the court to the other out of bounds. They'll stay with with Cody. Talich will trigger it in. Inbound will be stolen away by Wilson. And Cody turns it over for the 6th time tonight. 3 lead changes, 2 ties. Pinedale has held it for a while, though. since the end of the first. Balloon to a 12-point lead. Hayes getting a steal. We've been waiting for that for a while. We know she'll do that once in a while. And we'll get the easy 2. Lead is down to 8. 32-24. Pinedale again has held that 10 to 6 point lead in a while, and that's another steal for the Phillies. Morager comes up with it. Hayes now with the slow walk gets it over the timeline with 4:25 left to go in the third. Makes her way to the left hand off out of Tauch as she'll drive in from one side to the other. We'll get a whistle and some free throws. Cody will get their first trip to the line tonight. And look at the foul on Pinedale. It is Erica Wilson with her first. And Tauch will go for a first free throw as it hits the back of the iron and no good. We'll get one more free throw here. Tauch just with 2 points in the contest so far. And she'll go 1 of 2. And that's good to cut the lead down to 7. Cody bringing some full court pressure here as Bowers is going to get it over the timeline, but haven't seen much pressure by the Phillies as Hayes comes up with it. It bounced off the knee of Bowers, and we'll get a foul on Pinedale. As the Cody Phillies coming in and acknowledging what just happened there from Hayes. They'll give the foul to McGuire, picks up her second. And Tauch will inbound in front of the Philly bench with 4:06 left to play. 7-point lead for Pinedale. Hayes will get the inbound, matched up by the leading scorer in 3A West play as Pinedale keeps man-to-man. Radakovic on the pass inside, couldn't get the shot to go. And just a missed bunny there for the Phillies. Under 4 to play in the third. Wilson matched up by Morager as they'll give it over now to Rogers. It's back to Bowers as Cody returns to a man-to-man defense. Rogers looks inside now for, that's White, and then back to Rogers. Gives it to White. We'll have a 3 in the key violation called, and back to Cody it goes. Pinedale with their 7th turnover of the contest. And we'll get some substitutions in. Radakovic will check out. Simone checks in. Boudry will also check out. So it is Tauch, Hayes, Morager, Agda, and Simone. The 5 in for the Phillies on the next offensive possession. Simone will give it over to Tauch. Now was looking for the pass for Hayes. Agda comes up with it. It's swiped away, though, from McGuire and out of bounds. Cody will keep it on the baseline. Checking in for the Lady Wranglers. Charlotte Hawk. His substitutions have kind of been pretty minimal today at Schweitzer Gymnasium. Tauch to inbound it. Look, give it to Simone, who falls to the floor. Picking it up is Rogers. That's going to be a turnover by the Phillies. And right now, turnovers also hurting Cody. And we'll get a timeout by Pinedale. They'll take their first. They'll be down to 4. And we'll see how long of a timeout this is. It's a quick 30 seconds, so we'll keep it here. Let's give a big thanks to Canyon Therapy for all your physical and occupational needs. Canyon Therapy is the place to be, located on Yellowstone Avenue. Haskell's for the best prices and the better service. Visit Haskell's Furniture and Flooring for all of your home redesign needs, including mattresses, flooring, and furniture. Allstate agent Gail Mitchell. Allstate, you are in good hands. Also, big thanks to Red Board Supper Shop, located on the top of Grable Hill in Cody. They celebrate 30 years of business and are there to serve the best sandwiches, bagels, and more. That is Breadboard, your post-game show. Brought to you by Breadboard Sub Shop. We have 3:06 left to play. Pinedale took the timeout as Cody was creating a trap. Right now, Cody is a little bit hurt in the turnover game, and it's kind of shown a little bit. 3:06 left to play, and Bowers will get the inbound. And these two teams, it's a potential regional matchup as Bowers is looking to go all the way with it. Somehow has that shot to go, and Cody's going to push the pace. 34-25. Bowers now with 18 in the contest. First score of the third quarter for her. 2:42 left to play. Simone will give it over to Morager, almost taken away there by Rogers if she wanted to. Hayes gets it back, looks inside for Agadaw. Agadaw can't get the basketball either. That's another turnover as Bowers coming up with it. And we'll get a whistle and a foul on Cody. Foul will go on Grace Hayes. She'll pick up her second personal, and Radakovic and Boudry check back in. Simone and Agadaw check out. Checking in for Pinedale is McGuire. This stands at a 9-point lead for Pinedale, third quarter. 2:25 left to play. Bowers getting the inbound. 18 points so far on the night. Leads all scoring in this contest. It's White, goes inside now for McGuire. Shot is no good. Bowers trying to save it. Does. Second chance for the Lady Wranglers. Bowers gets it. Fakes the shot. We'll give it off now to White. That one won't go. Another chance here for the Lady Wranglers as White will give it over to Rogers. Mid-range jumper. Count it. Rogers gets the score, and right now second chance is also kind of playing a factor in this one. Pinedale had 3 chances there and got points, and they're up by 11. 36-25. Give to Hayes. Hayes, 3, pulls up, left short, and will miss everything. And out of bounds will go to Pinedale. 11-point lead. Biggest lead has been 12. Both teams with 4 timeouts. With 90 seconds left to go. Third quarter action again. That's going to go off the out of bounds. It hits off the back of Rogers, and she didn't even see it coming. Right now, a low-scoring third quarter. Pinedale's outscored Cody 6-5. Hayes has it over to Boudry. Right side outside to Talich up top. Talich looking as Pinedale continues man-to-man defense. As Talich, nice pass over to Boudry, over to Morager. Long 2 is up. It's going to be left short as it actually goes over to the other side. And a fight for the basketball. Pinedale comes up with it. Bowers trying to push the pace. It's Radakovic trailing. Bowers will lay it up and in. 13-point lead. Bowers putting a little pressure on Hayes to get over the midcourt stripe. 48 seconds left to go. Hayes to the left side. It's Boudry. Boudry checks the time. Now we'll try to drive in. Kick out to Morager. Morager in the paint. Kick out now to Talich. Talich driving in. Was looking to pass it off to Radakovic. Lands up with Boudry. Almost a turnover there again for Cody. Hayes left side drive. High off the glass and good. Hayes with 16. Back to Lady Wranglers. It's 11-point lead, 15 seconds left to play. Pinedale can hold for the final shot. The Eastern Washington commits, will get fouled. Or no, it's actually an offensive foul. McGuire picks up her third. Bowers is going to check out with 9 seconds left to go. 9.7, Cody down by 11. And Cody get a shot at the buzzer. Hayes over to Boudry, back to Talich. 6 seconds left to go. Talich back to Hayes, gets the screen. Hayes from the cherry stripe with 2. It's going to be left short. Boudry trying to put it up, but a jump ball was nearly called, and that'll be how the end of the third goes. And we got ourselves a close contest. Cody, though, trying to mount a comeback as they're down by 11. It is Pinedale 38, third rate Cody 27. We're back in 30 seconds for the final 8 minutes right here on 103.3 The Range, a Hard Mountain Broadcasting Station.
When life slows you down, Canyon Therapy in Cody helps you get back on your feet. Whether you're recovering from an injury, managing pain, or working to regain strength and mobility, Canyon Therapy offers expert physical and occupational therapy service tailored to you. Our experienced team works with you one-on-one to create a personalized treatment plan, helping you to move better and live more comfortably. We treat people, not just conditions, in a caring and supportive environment. Canyon Therapy is a proud supporter of the Cody Bronx and Cody Phillies. Get back to the life you love with Canyon Therapy. Visit CanyonTherapy.com or call today to schedule your next appointment.
The fourth quarter is here. The final 8 minutes start now.
Fourth quarter about to get underway here. Cody has trailed since the first quarter, and they are still attempting to mount a comeback. Pinedale is just getting scores right now that Cody has not been able to see in this contest. So they start with the basketball going left to right. Cody in their home whites. Final 8 minutes here in a top-ranked matchup in Class 3A. Radakovic can't get the pass, and it's going to be taken away by Pinedale. Almost stolen away as well by Hayes. Bowers gets Hayes. The jump goes all the way on the right side to lay it up and in. And Pinedale gets the first points of the fourth quarter. They lead by 13. Hayes drives in, was looking to bounce, pass it off to Radakovic. Nice pass as Radakovic is able to corral a pass that could have been an easy turnover and gets the 2 to go. 11-point lead back down for Pinedale. So Cody again just needing some things to favor them right now. Wilson to Bowers, almost a foul could have been called there. They're not going to call it though as the officials. And now we'll get a whistle on the floor late, and they're going to get Hayes on the foul. That'll be her third personal. Simone will check out. Morager checks back in. Rogers will inbound it in for the Lady Wranglers. 6:59 left to go. Inbound to Rogers off the right side. No good. Talich with the rebound. And also Pinedale's done a good job as far as missed shots too. They haven't really missed a lot of shots in this one. Talich for 3 as it clanks off the back of the iron. That's going to be out of bounds as Boudry was trying to get it out to Morager, but she was out of bounds when the pass was made, and Cody turns it over unofficially the 12th time in this contest. Right now, both teams have scored a buckets in the fourth. Hayes, Morager, Boudry, Talich, and Radakovic, the 5 in for Cody right now, with 6:36 left to play. Bowers over to Wilson. The right side drive is going to have Radakovic rip it out. They're going to call a jump ball. And Pinedale is going to come up with it as Radakovic was trying to rip it away before that call was made. But it will stay with Pinedale. And Cody, both these two teams looking to avoid their winning streak snapped. Pinedale sits at 12. Cody at 9 in a row. Inbound goes to White, or excuse me, that's McGuire. The shot is no good. And Hayes, long pass over to Radakovic. Pump fakes, puts it up. It goes in. I thought I was going to take an unfriendly hometown bounce. And Cody is now into single digits. First time in a while that's been the case. We're nearing 6 minutes left to go in the fourth. 40-31, Pinedale advantage. Rogers, Merriger matched up with her defensively as Cody runs man-to-man. It is Bowers. Right side, gets the screen. She'll try to go to the charity stripe. Back over to Rogers, swing it over to Wilson. That's been the 3 tonight in the scoring. Wilson over to Rogers. Now back to Bowers as Hayes closes in. Bowers will fake the give, go to the baseline. Long pass over to Wilson. Boudry closing in defensively. And Cody's done a nice job closing in defensively. And it's going to force Pinedale to take a timeout as they couldn't get anything going offensively. And they'll be down to 3. Full timeout, 5:35 left to play. It's a 9-point contest. It is Pinedale 40, Cody 31. We're back in 30 seconds on 103.3 The Range.
Woodward Tractor is your one-stop dealer for all your Takahauchi equipment and service needs. Takahauchi is known the world over for its purpose-built design philosophy, innovative technology, and dependable service after the sale. And now at Woodward Tractor, get 0% financing on all Takahauchi machines, excavators, track loaders, and wheel loaders. Special financing options are also available on Takahauchi brand attachments. See Woodward Tractor on Blackburn in Cody.
This is Cody Phillies basketball on 103.3 The Range.
40-31 with over 5:30 left to go in the fourth quarter. Cody has outscored the Lady Wranglers 4-2 in this early stage of the fourth quarter. Cody hasn't been able to get into single digits until recently. As Cody is going to send out Hayes, Talich, Boudry, Radakovic, and Morager. So the 5 that were there before the timeout as Pinedale couldn't get anything to go offensively, which forced a timeout by Pinedale, and then Hayes comes up with a steal to lay it up and in. Grace Hayes with 18, and that is a big steal to score. It cuts the lead down to 7. Also, we'll give it over to Bowers as Cody is attempting to mount a comeback here. They have 5:17 left to do so. Defensively has done a lot better in this fourth quarter. That's a travel and a turnover for Pinedale. Cody fans starting to get back into this one as Pinedale was just raining threes, raining made shots. They slow down a little bit, but Cody cannot let their foot off the gas right now. Talich gives it up to Radakovic. She'll put up the shot, hits off the back iron. Then Bowers will come up with a rebound. That's the first missed shot for Cody in the fourth quarter. It's a 7-point lead, 40-33 with 4:50 left to play. Rogers gives it over to McGuire at the top. Talich matched up defensively. Now Morager will give it match up against Wilson. Wilson looks, trap was made, but they get the pass off. Rogers back over to Wilson. Morager sees the screen coming, gets around it. Wilson back over now to White, now to Bowers. Pinedale can maybe work the clock as well if that's something. That's going to maybe be the downside with this great defense Cody is showing right now. It's White driving in. Hayes pokes it away. Pinedale comes back with it, though, as it basically rolled to McGuire. Bowers back with it. Nearing 4 minutes to go. Cody's played defense for nearly a minute. Boudry again will guard Rogers, and that's going to be a foul on Boudry, and Boudry immediately acknowledges, saying that's on me, and that'll be the second team foul of the quarter. Pinedale has 4 fouls to give, Cody with 2 left in the quarter. Wilson to inbound it in for the Lady Wranglers. Boys game coming up next. Make sure you stay tuned for that one, as Bowers does get the inbound pass. Under 4 to play in the fourth quarter. Cody has been down as much as 13. It's now a 7-point lead. Cody has now had a lead bigger than 2, and a timeout is saving the turnover for Pinedale, but that gives Pinedale 2 timeouts left. And it's going to be a quick 30-second timeout. We'll keep it here. Big thanks to our sponsors. That includes Pinnacle Bank. They're not just another bank. They're Wyoming in a bank. Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. Cody Ace Hardware is your local home, lawn, and garden care store. Visit them at the Beckley Plaza today. Also, State Farm agent Jen Talich. They'll build the best insurance plan for you. Visit Jen Talich on Sheridan Avenue. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Right now, Cody defensively has done a good job. The downside is in this fourth quarter, time is ticking with 3:44 left to go. Cody's going to have to start coming up with maybe a couple of steals and maybe some lucky bounces to go their way. Timeout was taken by Pinedale. They are down to 2. Cody has 4 left, and I'm sure Coach Wagner is trying to preserve those as long as possible. Wilson gets it in over to White. White on the right side. Radakovic matched up defensively. It's back to Wilson. Morager stays out there defensively. Moss is also back in. So a little bit of a defensive lineup for the Phillies. As Wilson's going to drive in. Talich goes to the help. Back over now is White. Radakovic defensively. As the clock continues to roll down. Again, it's this good defense by Cody, and Radakovic will pick up the foul. That'll be her second personal. Clock stops with 3:14 left to go. Arnold was about to check in, but she makes her way back to the bench. Rogers will inbound it to Wilson. And Cody has been playing defense for a couple of possessions for a while now. The clock is now down to 3 minutes. Bowers will pull it up. Mid-range jumper, got it. Lead is back up to 9. Again, Cody's going to need some shots to go and getting the basketball back quickly. Hayes will swing it over to Talich at the top with 2:47 left to play. Talich will look to bounce pass it up to Hayes. Right side outside with Bowers matched up defensively. Hayes, crossover drive in, kick over to Talich as Hayes falls to the floor. Talich now will back her way in, try to go all the way off the glass. Radakovic gets the rebound. She puts it off the glass and in. Put back up with 2:23 left to play. Coach Wagner is going to spend a timeout, knowing that they're going to have to get the basketball back quite a few times. And if you're thinking how many possessions left, the way that Pinedale is playing and Cody's playing defensively, it really hasn't been many possessions in this fourth quarter. Just 8-4 the scoring output. One big scoring quarter with 31 in the second, just 15 in the third, and now 12 in the fourth. As first buzzer sounds, it's a 7-point lead. Cody was down 10-9 after one, and saw Pinedale jump into a 30-20 lead in the second. They were up by 11 in the third, and now they stand at a 7-point lead in the fourth. It's 42-35 Pinedale with 2:23 left to play. And Cody going to bring back the full court pressure. Rogers will inbound. Talich stands in front. Inbound will go to Whites. Cody trying to make a trap as Pinedale does beat that full court pressure. Bowers looks. It's going to be a steal. Moranger comes up with it. Gives it off to Talich to lay it up. It's good. That's going to be what Cody needs going down the stretch. It's a 5-point lead. It's going to be out of bounds, staying with Pinedale. Well, that's what Cody's going to need, some steals to buckets. We haven't seen that a lot in this one with 2:05 left to play. Official was checking something. I wonder if they were wondering if there was a foul call, because the official did kind of show the fist instead of just the regular hand up in the air. Wilson has it. Talich matched up defensively as Moranger falls to the floor. And almost Cody coming back up with it. Pinedale going to start maybe using the clock here. They are. Now, wide open shot they didn't take. It was Pinedale. Rogers drives in. It's a 5-point lead. Talich pokes it out. It's going to be last touched by Talich. It stays out of bounds for the Lady Wranglers. 1:41 left to go. As Cody still got an elf left. Inbound to Wilson. Wilson's going to swing it over to Rogers. Right side outside. Back to Wilson. Moranger defensively matched up there. 90 seconds left to go in the fourth. Cody still trying to go as Cody creates a trap. Back over to Bowers now. Talich now going to come and make another trap as Bowers behind the back will lay it up, and it is good. She has all 6 points in the fourth quarter for Pinedale. And right now the lead for Pinedale. It's kind of been enough so far in this one. Still plenty of time for Cody with a 1:05 left to play. Talich gives it to Hayes. They'll have to start getting some scores quickly here. And timeout taken by Cody. They'll be down to 2. Cody takes their third timeout. They got 2 left in this one. It's going to be a full timeout. We'll keep it here right now. That behind the back score from Bowers might be a big shot late in this contest. All 6 points in this fourth quarter for Pinedale have been for Bowers. She has 26 in the ball game. Cody, though, has outscored Pinedale in the fourth, 10-6. Again, Pinedale's just getting shots to go. Let's see what Coach Wagner and the Phillies draw up here, as they will have the basketball with under at least a minute left. Simone is back in, and exactly 60 seconds on the clock. The Phillies will bring out the starters. Hayes, Talich, Simone, Radakovic, and Boudry, the 5 in. Bowers, White, McGuire, Wilson, and Rogers, the 5 for the Lady Wranglers. Talich will inbound to Hayes. Hayes is on the right side. They'll swing it over to Talich with 55 ticks left in the fourth quarter. Hayes has it, trying to rip it out of the hands. It's going to be a jump ball. Cody's still going to get it, but the arrow goes back to Pinedale. Now Talich will inbound it from the baseline. It's 10 seconds went off the clock. Now it'll be Simone to inbound it as they switch it up. Simone to inbound it. Looks. Inbound will go to Talich. Talich in the paint, looks to give it off to Radakovic. Couldn't handle it. Radakovic will get fouled, though, with 50 seconds left to go. Is only 0.4 of a second go off the clock. I thought there'd be more time that goes off the clock. Foul goes against Wilson. That'll be her second personal. And Cody gets it back. Hayes looking to go all the way, puts up a shot. She'll be fouled and go to the line. As Pinedale fans, not a fan of that one. They're going to get McGuire on the foul. And Hayes got some big free throws coming up. This is going to be just the second trip for Cody tonight. And on the season for Cody, Hayes makes the first. She's 64% from the line. 46.4 seconds to go. Moss checks back in. It's a 6-point lead. They can't get the second one to go. And Bowers comes up with it. Needing to get the basketball back quickly. 38 seconds left to go, and that'll be the final foul Cody can give. Next foul will put Pinedale in the bonus for the remaining 37 seconds. Talich picks up the foul. And Rogers will have to inbound it in for Pinedale. Hawk checks back in for Pinedale. Coming out is McGuire. Rogers to inbound. Looking. We'll get it into Bowers as Moss will pick up the foul and almost maybe got away with a steal there, but Moss will pick up the foul, and probably the one you don't want to send to the line is going to go to the free throw line with 26 points tonight. And Elin Bowers, who shoots 80% on the season, and she'll miss the first. Lead stays at 6. Moss will check out. Simone comes back in. Situational substitution. We'll get one more free throw with 35 seconds left. Bauer, who has all 6 points, now 7. We'll see Cody now come down the court. Need to get a couple of buckets here quickly. Hayes will swing it over to Boudry. Boudry looks off to Simone. They're not taking a shot yet. They're going to need a shot go. It's 20 seconds left. Hayes, now she'll fire a shot. That one is going to be no good. Boudry with the rebound. Back to Hayes, but no, it's going to be stolen by Bowers, and Hayes will commit the foul, and that might have just done it here for the Phillies from Schweitzer Gymnasium. As Bowers is going to go back to the line, who was 1-2 just a moment ago with a 7-point lead. Hayes picks up her 4th personal. And looks like Cody might fall to another #1 ranked team again. With 11.4 seconds left to go, Bowers will make the first. Cody sees Pinedale in the bonus as well for the final 11 seconds. The second free throw is good. It makes it now 47-38. With 11 seconds left to go. Timeout was taken by Pinedale. They use their final timeout of this one. Well, they got one timeout left, excuse me. It is a full timeout. Cody sees Pinedale see all 9 points scored for them in the 4th quarter go to Elin Bauer. She has 29 on the night. Cody has 2 in double digits. Grace Hayes leads the way with 19. Radakovic has 12. 3 lead changes, 2 ties. And the Phillies, after seeing Pinedale go up 10-9 after 1, we'll see Pinedale, who is the second #1 ranked team this season for 3A, defeat Cody. And Cody will fall to another #1 ranked team if things hold for the final 11 seconds. It's a 9-point lead for Pinedale. And I think Coach Wagner is drawing up a play to have Cody get a shot off. We'll see what happens here. Again, 11.4. Cody has 2 timeouts left. Pinedale with 1. Inbound will go to Boudry, who quickly gets it over the midcourt stripe. Boudry looking to give it off to Talich. She'll fire 3. It's blocked by White, and that is going to do it. Your final in this one on your Pinnacle Bank scoreboard, it is the Lady Wranglers #1 ranked Pinedale 47, Cody 38 in this one. Cody will drop to 14-4 on the season. Pinedale jumps up to 17-1 on the year. And you're seeing the boys team getting huddled up here, doing a thing before this one, and I like this moment as well. The girls team did it as well. And it looks to be a 15-minute time before this next game starts. So with that, we're going to take a 2-minute timeout. Let's make it a 3-minute timeout. Get the scores up and wrap this one up. The Breadboard Sub Shop post-game show is coming up next. Your final on your Pinnacle Bank scoreboard, Pinedale 47, Cody 38. We're back in 3 minutes on 103.3 The Range.
Allstate agent Cale Mitchell is a proud supporter of Cody High School sports. At Allstate, you can bundle your home and auto for the lowest premium rates. Cale Mitchell is your local agent and provides great professional customer service to ensure that you got the best affordable coverage needs. Call Allstate agent Cale Mitchell at 307-527-6447. That's 307-527-6447. Allstate, you're in good hands.
Distracted driving is dangerous, but some people just can't seem to help themselves. There's the steering wheel propper, the sneak peeker, the fast roller, the night lighter. And it's not long until they become the fender bender-er, the got a ticketer, the veering off the road, the driver who kills someone. Enough with the phones already. Just put them down.
Coach Wagner and the Phillies and Coach McCartan and the Bronx have been really fun to watch this year.
Yes, the Bronx and Phillies, they really have it all together.
They sure do. Speaking of having it all together, insuring your home, cars, and life insurance together with My State Farm Agency is the best way to bundle and save. We can customize your coverage and make insurance seem easy. Good luck, Bronx and Phillies. Check with Jen Talich's State Farm Agency to get your insurance all together. Thanks for the opportunity to earn your business. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
With over 40 years of combined experience, Park County Glass can handle all of your auto and residential glass needs. Serving the Bighorn Basin since 1982 with quality you can depend on and service from the heart. Stop in or call your auto glass specialist at 307-587-9303. That's Park County Glass at 307-587-9303.
Hey guys, this is Zach Haskell with Haskell Furniture and Flooring. We are a proud supporter of the Cody Bronx and Phillies this season. If you want selection, we have the best selection for you with the best prices. From mattresses to flooring or recliners to fireplaces, we have everything you need in stock. No need to drive out of town when we have everything here locally for your next selection. Stop in at Haskell's Furniture and Flooring in Cody, Lovell, Worland, and Riverton, where we have the best prices and better service.
When life slows you down, Canyon Therapy in Cody helps you get back on your feet. Whether you're recovering from an injury, managing pain, or working to regain strength and mobility, Canyon Therapy offers expert physical and occupational therapy service tailored to you. Our experienced team works with you one-on-one to create a personalized treatment plan, helping you to move better and live more comfortably. We treat people, not just conditions, in a caring and supportive environment. Canyon Therapy is a proud supporter of the Cody Bronx and Cody Phillies. Get back to the life you love with Canyon Therapy. Visit CanyonTherapy.com or call today to schedule your next appointment.
Time now for our Breadboard Sub Shop postgame show on 103.3 The Range and online at myheartmountainradio.com.
Cody falls in this one, 47-38 on your Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. This is your Breadboard Sub Shop post-game show. It's brought to you by Breadboard Sub Shop, located on the top of Grable Hill in Cody. They celebrate 30 years of a business, and they're there to serve the best sandwiches, bagels, and more. That's Breadboard Sub Shop, located on the top of Grable Hill in Cody. So quickly wrapping this one up, as we do have to get into the boys contest of this one. The Cody Phillies would outscore Pinedale in the fourth quarter. However, Elin Bowers with 29 points would lead all scoring and would hold Cody off in a comeback. They would get it down to as much as 5 in the contest, but Pinedale holds on and gets the win. So Cody falls to their second Wyoming team this season. Both were ranked at number 1 at their respective times. Douglas was number 1 ranked in Lander. Pinedale here tonight in Cody. Cody unofficially, I had a 55% shooting on this evening, making 52%. I had him 2 of 13 from 3, 17 of 33 from the field, and 2 of 4 from the free throw line. Leading scoring for the Cody Phillies was Grace Hayes with 19. Our State Farm Agent player of the game, brought to you by State Farm Agent Jen Talich. They're there to build the best insurance plan for you. You can visit Jen Talich State Farm Agent on Sheridan Avenue. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Sofia Radakovic, I'm going to give her the player of the game this evening. I thought she had some big buckets at crucial times and had some good defensive moments as well this evening. Sofia Radakovic would finish with 12 points and is our State Farm Agent Jen Talich player of the game. And Ellie Talich would finish with 7 points. So only 3 Phillies score in this contest. For the Lady Wranglers, like I said, Elin Bowers leads the way with 29 points. Lexi White with 8, Rogers with 4, McGuire with 2, and Wilson with 4 as well. That is the wrap up of this post-game show. So let's get you into the boys pregame in 30 seconds right here on 103.3 The Range and Heart Mountain Broadcasting Station. Back in 30 seconds.
Woodward Tractor is your one-stop dealer for all your Takahouchi equipment and service needs. Takahouchi is known the world over for its purpose-built design philosophy, innovative technology. Tractor, get 0% financing on all Takahouchi machines, excavators, track loaders, and wheel loaders. Special financing options are also available on Takahouchi brand attachments. See Woodward Tractor on Blackburn in Cody.
Your breadboard sub shop or your build up the tip off pregame show. It's built by Cody Ace Hardware, your local home lawn and gardening care store. Visit them at the Beck Lake Plaza in Cody today. Well, the Bronx are trying to avoid their first home loss as they are coming into this one. If I can get my stat sheets here in a moment. The Bronx come into this one 13-4 on the season. They've won their last 6 games, including a big win over the Level Bulldogs, which actually makes them number 1 ranked now this week in the Wild Prep Coaches and Media Basketball poll. And they were number 1 at one point. Now they regain it back after the win over Level. The Bronx 6-1 in conference play as well, and they haven't lost since January 18th, which was when they lost to Powell the first go-around in this one. You see the standings. Cody ranked number 1 now. They're 13-4, 6-1 in conference play. Now they're kind of basically in a back-and-forth match with Level for the number 1 seed going into the regional tournament with 4 games left in the regular season. Pinedale, you see, at 9-8 on the season. They are on a 3-game losing streak right now. 3-3 in conference play, and they're 4-3 in their last 7 contests. They did lose to Lander, who is now number 5 this week in the polls on Saturday, and that's how this one goes. We'll take another timeout as we'll see if we can get our pregame interview with head coach Jay McCartney. I thought I had it uploaded, but for some reason it did not want to transfer. So if we don't, let's get the history, and then I'll give a kind of a summary of how this, or what Coach McCartney said in this one. So we'll step aside for a 60-second timeout. When we come back, we will continue your Build Up the Tip-Off pregame show presented by Cody Ace Hardware. We'll be back in 60 seconds on 103.3 The Range.
Allstate agent Cale Mitchell is a proud supporter of Cody High School sports. At Allstate, you can bundle your home and auto for the lowest premium rates. Cale Mitchell is your local agent and provides great professional customer service to ensure that you got the best affordable coverage needs. Call Allstate agent Cale Mitchell at 307-527-6447. That's 307-527-6447.
527-6447. Allstate, you're in good hands.
Stream today's game, past games, and listen to future Cody Athletics on the radio and catch live video coverage at myheartmountainradio.com.
Back here on 103.3 The Range, a Heart Mountain Broadcasting station, as we continue your build-up to Tip-Off pregame show presented by Cody Ace Hardware. As we got about 5 minutes, 23 seconds left to go in the pregame show here. And again, I'm going to try my best to get this up or get this interview played in. But let's take a look at the history quick between these two teams. This will be the 24th meeting since 2007. Cody 16-7 against the Wranglers since 2007, as Cody has won the last 4 meetings against the Wranglers. Cody has the longest winning streak with 12 games from 2010 to 2016. And right now, Cody has won the last 2 meetings in 2018 when they would win. Pinedale won the 2 meetings in 2017. So just to tell you what I guess I should say how certain things have played out in the last few meetings between these two teams, as well as, again, I'm trying to work on getting this interview up or played for you guys here on the Build Up to Tip-Off pregame show. If not, we'll kind of recap some things here in this one. Let's take a look at the matchup on paper. Again, these two teams, Cody, going to have the advantage on paper in this contest. The Bronx coming into this one scoring about 59 points per game. On the season, they surrender about 43 points per contest. They give up only 10 turnovers per contest. Opponents, though, at 15 turnovers a game. The Bronx shoot 27% from three-point land, and opponents also shooting about 27% from three-point land this season. Against the Bronx, Cody 54% inside the arc, and a lot of that has to do with Maddox Ball, who has made 90 shots inside the arc, and he's also the leading free thrower along with Jackson Hazel at the line, as we're just dropping things left and right here at Schweitzer Gymnasium, and somehow didn't have a cracked screen in the process. The Bronx shoot about 65% from the line, and opponents shoot about 64% from the line on the season. For the Wranglers, they're under head coach Elizabeth Gozar. She is in her 2nd season with the Wranglers program. Actually got them back to the state tournament for the first time in 6 years. And for the Wranglers, coming into this contest, they score about 57 points per game. They surrender about 58 per contest. They do better in the turnover margin, 13 turnovers per contest to opponents turning it over 18 times. They don't opponents out-rebound the Wranglers at 31-25. They shoot 31% from 3, opponents 26%. So about where Cody is at coming into this one. 44% from inside the arc, and also 50% for opponents inside the arc. Free throw line, Pinedale 65% as a team this season. Opponents shoot 63% against the Wranglers. I didn't mention the Cody rebounding in this contest. Bronx do out-rebound 29-22. So it doesn't look like we're going to get a interview with head coach Jay McCartan. I did talk to him before this contest, and I do apologize for not getting that interview up. But basically, to summarize how this matchup Cody thinks it's going to go, they're expecting Pinedale to be quick. Pinedale is a team that has a lot of speed, and also if Cody has not done a lot of press this season, but we might see that tonight. He liked how in the last contest he did see the rotation that he had be very well, and Cody's actually might going to have some good news. Is a couple of players who have been out most of the season are at least shooting up. We don't know if they're going to be playing tonight in Chase Hatch and Joe Ayers-Mendy. They have been out for some significant injuries, but both of them are warming up, but who knows if we see them warm up or see them play today. The Cody Bronx, though, are coming to this one without Trevor Spomer. He is out for the season due to a foot injury that was found out when I came into practice on Tuesday. So we're going to have a different starting lineup is kind of what I'm leading to. This one, the Broncs are going to miss Trevor Spomer, though, as, again, Trevor Spomer had some significant contributions, at least defensively. He had some moments offensively this season, but again, a different starting lineup is going to be coming into this one. We'll take a quick 30-second timeout. Starting lineups are next right here on 103.3 The Range, a Heart Mountain broadcasting station. We're back in just 30 seconds.
Distracted driving is dangerous, but some people just can't seem to help themselves. There's the steering wheel propper, the sneaker peeker, the fast roller, the nightlighter. And it's not long until they become the fender benderer, the got a ticketer, the veering off the road, the driver who kills someone. Enough with the phones already. Just put them down.
Coach.
103.3 The Range. It is the boys' turn now in this one, as they'll look to continue their winning streak. Cody is looking to make it, I believe, 7 in a row now. Again, haven't lost since 2000, or not 2000, January 18th, 2025. Again, they lost to the Powell Panthers their first time around. They'll play here next Friday on senior night. Yeah, we'll see what the starting lineup is. I believe we do have the right starting lineup, but again, it's good to see some players who have been out return, and we are wishing Trevor Spomer a speedy recovery here. We aren't going to be getting a national anthem, I believe, and so we will just get into the starting lineup here. The Pinedale Wranglers are going to be in their road green uniforms, orange numbers, orange lettering, trimmed in white, and then they got that camo stripe on either side on the jersey and shorts as well. Again, under head coach Elizabeth Gozar is in her second season here in Pinedale. She took over a program that hadn't been to state in a very long time, and they returned for the first time in 6 years. And again, I'm trying to get the correct information for you guys, because I was able to reach out to her. I did get a response as well, so I appreciate her reaching back out in this one. Again, her second season here. She has done coaching for a while. She's actually coached for over 20 years. And again, the second season as the boys varsity head coach. They were 14-11 last season, first trip, I said, back in 6 years. And the program did lose 6 seniors. They don't have any alt-conference returners or all-state players returning as well. So they're a pretty young squad coming into this one. So let's take a look at that starting lineup for the Pinedale Wranglers. It is number 2, Matthew Gozar, followed by number 3, Trace Fieldley. Hopefully I pronounced that correct. Fieldley. It is number 5, Braxton Costello. Number 22, Alex Gozar. That's a name you're going to hear quite a bit tonight. And number 41, Joey Ball is the name to be exact. Again, Elizabeth Gozar, the head coach. For the Cody Broncs, today is going to be a starting lineup in this one. And actually, a person who is returning to the starting lineup here as they are finishing the lineup here. Actually, it is going to be a different starting lineup, as Jensen Wright is going to get the start over Joey Bond in this one. So now let's move over to the Cody Broncs. They'll be in their home whites, blue numbers, blue lettering, and Cody on their jersey with that blue and gold stripe on the jersey and shorts as well. As you do see the starting lineups, got the young Broncs out there now leading the way for this one. It'll start like this. The sophomore, number 12, it is Parker Hine. He'll be followed by number 0, Max Ball. It's number 1, Nathaniel Pryor. Number 3, Jackson Hazel. Number 5, Grady McCartan. That'll be your starting 5 for the Broncs tonight, as they're going to be throwing basketballs all over the place. So we see a lot of people fighting for basketball. That might be the reason why. Jackson Hazel coming out now. Grady McCartan and Max Ball will round out the starting 5. Cody going to go from right to left, and it is going to be the Wranglers from left to right. The young Broncs quickly getting into the bleachers, trying to get a front row seat in this one. 8 minutes on the clock. Your scoreboard tonight brought to you by Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. See if we get some updates for the boys' game in Powell. The Panthers, who snapped a 3-game losing streak, leading the Tigers right now 10-6. And let's see if we can get an update in Whirlwind as well. They just start that one as the Warriors leading 2-0 on the scoreboard. As we are underway here, the Bronx get it the tip and control it for buckets. It's Jackson Hazel for a quick 2. So Cody gets quickly on the board, and they will start with this one with a 2 courtesy of Hazel. Nice tip controlled there by the Bronx and Pinedale with their first opportunity to get young team here for the Wranglers. We'll see what the Bronx do against a team that has some speed. Approaching 30 seconds left to go. It is Matthew Gozar now. They give it off to Alex Gozar now. Kick over to Jensen Wright. Up top it is Fieldy. Path now to Gozar. Both Gozars out there. The name Josh Gozar was a big name last season as Matthew Gozar, or that's Trace Fieldy who can't get the shot to go in. And second opportunity for the Bronx. Really the first offensive possession is McCartan. Almost loses it. Now it's Hazel. Hazel matched up there by Gozar. They'll back it up now to the logo. Pinedale shows man-to-man defense. There's a pass over to Hine on the right corner to Ball underneath and the score. Cody quickly up 4-0 on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. First quarter action here from Schweitzer Gymnasium. Just about 15 minutes behind schedule, but had a great girls game. The Phillies, though, falling short in that one, 47-38. That was just their second loss to a Wyoming squad this season. There is Alex Gozar for 2. Gets it to go. And the Wranglers break the goose egg off the scoreboard. 4-2 now on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard as we approach 6 minutes and 10 seconds left to go in the first quarter. Hazel way up the top. He'll give it over to McCartan now as they'll wait for a play. Hine to McCartan. There's a swing over to Pryor again, making his return to the starting lineup. Started this season, and it would be Parker Hine who kind of came in. Pryor was one of the first to come off the bench, and it's going to be a turnover for the Bronx. First turnover of the contest. Back to the Wranglers. It's going to be Matthew Gozar for 3. Count it. And the Wranglers up. It is now 5-4. And Coach McCartan said he can't really overlook this Pinedale squad. Had a good start to the season, but conference play has been a little bit more tougher for the Wranglers, and Coach McCartan knows that. Hine with a pump fake 3 on the left corner. Give it over to McCartan. So McCartan will step up, fire a 3, trying to answer. Doesn't get the bounce, and fighting for it, coming up with it. It is Matthew Gozar who will push the pace for Pinedale. Gozar goes. We'll get a whistle and a blocking foul as Alex Gozar fires the 3. That ain't going to count. And McCartan will pick up the first personal foul, first team foul for Cody tonight as you're getting Griff McCartan and Joshua Sowers to check in. Pryor and Hazel check out. 5:04 left to go, first quarter. Fieldy gets it. Now it's Matthew Gozar. Now give it off to Alex Gozar. There's a give to Fieldy. 3 good. And that is back-to-back 3s for the Wranglers. And they have an 8-4 lead. And right now, Cody not showing any worries at the moment. You don't want to early in this one. McCartan, he'll try to answer a 3 again. That one goes. And just like that, they'll cut the lead back down to 1. Fieldy will swing it over down to Matthew Gozar. Gives it back. It's the Gozars over there. Playing catch now as Fieldy spin, bounce pass it off. Josh Gozar now as Pinedale just kind of swinging around right now, looking for some kind of shot to go. Gozar with the give back over to Wright. It is up top now. Fieldy over to Alex Gozar for 3. It's off the mark. And a rebound going forward. Cody as McCartan comes back up with it. McCartan drives in, tries to put up a shot. That one won't go. Sowers picks it up as he tries to throw it off a defender. And coming back up with it It was Alex Gozar, a turnover for the Bronx. Second one of the contest. Fieldy matched up by McCartan. It is Grady McCartan, though, comes up with a steal. He is stepped out of bounds, and McCartan showing some frustration on that one, knowing he had easy lane for a layup. We'll stay 8-7. Jackson Hazel will check in for Parker Hine. Back to the Wranglers. It is getting the inbound. Jensen Wright. Pinedale going from left to right. Fieldy looking to drive in. Picks up his dribble. Giving it off to Matthew Gozar. He'll drive in. Matched up on McCartan. It's right for three. It's going to take a bounce off the right side of the iron. And no good. Pinedale's missed shots have come from three-point land. Here's a three from Griff McCartan. Catch and shoot. Overshoots the bucket. It's Sowers who gets it back. McCartan for three. Count it. Cody regains the lead. They're up by 2 with 2:54 left to go. It's Cody 10, Pinedale 8. Back to the Wranglers it goes. Gozar at the top. McCartan matched up with him defensively. Here's a handoff now to Cotello, who's in for the first time. Shot's no good for three. Second chance, though, for the Wranglers as Cotello will be fouled. And it will go to the line and shoot a pair as the foul will go against the Bronx. First foul will go against Max Ball. First personal, second team foul. With 2:33 left to go. Pinedale doesn't have anybody in the box. First free throw is good for Cotello. Now they'll see Alex Gozar and Matthew Gozar go in there. So cuts the lead down to 1. 10-9. Both teams for Cody going to head to Buffalo tomorrow. That's a 4 and 5:30 start. Let's start on a Saturday. We'll have this one here first. So it'll be the last of a 2-game homestand here from Schweitzer Gymnasium. Cody will have one more home game on Friday when they take on Powell. Pryor spins. He loses the basketball, taken away by the Wranglers. Third turnover for Cody as Gozar brings it over the midcourt stripe. Right at the top, back over now to Fieldy. It's going to be a hard name to say all night. I want to say Lee, but it's not. It's Fieldy. And we'll get a traveling call on the Wranglers. That'll be their first turnover of the contest. They stay tied at 10. Couple of substitutions as Parker Hines back in. So you got the starters back out for the final 154. McCartan will inbound it back in for Pryor, and he'll just give it back to McCartan. So he'll check the sideline for a play. 1:47 left to play. First quarter action here from Schweitzer Gymnasium. Cody, the new number 1 ranked team in Class 3A, looking to hold on to it and extend their win streak to 7. Hazel on the right side. Bounce pass it off to Hine. They'll look for Ball on the inside. It looks like Ball just kind of basically got shoved away. But they're going to say no call and a turnover. And again, kind of the same way, a little bit more physical in this contest. Same officiating crew from the girls' game. There's a drive now from Cotello. As Pinedale will work it around the perimeter. Fieldy drive into the paint. He'll jump stop. Give it off now to Gamble, who's in for the first time in this one. Fieldy, Cotello up top now to Alex Gozar. He'll drive to the right side as it clinks off the front of the iron. And back to the Bronx it goes. Pinedale 3 of 7 from the field. Cody, right now, I have him 4 of 4. McCartan, we're going to give it off to somebody. Got to beat that 5 count. He'll give it off to Hine. Hine was looking for Ball as Ball had a cut. He throws it out of bounds. It'll go to the Wranglers, and Ball had the right angle. Parker Hine saw it, and Ball just never looked back for it. Only the 5th turnover for Cody. Also give again big shout out to the Cody Bronx swim and dive team. One of the best finishes in program history, finishing 3rd as Gozar will fire a 3 as it hits off the back iron. McCartan will get the rebound. finished third in the team standings. Bryson Lang was a state champion in diving as McCartan takes it all the way. Can't get the shot to go. And I have it unofficially their first miss of the ball game. And we're still tied at 10s with 7 seconds left to go. Gozar trying to break the tie, kicking out now to Cotello for 3. The shot is no good, and that will end the first quarter of play. And we are not decided yet after 1. It's even up at 10 apiece. We'll be back after this 30-second timeout on 103.3 The Range, a Hard Mountain broadcasting station.
Wagner and the Phillies and Coach McCartan and the Bronx have been really fun to watch this year.
Yes, the Bronx and Phillies, they really have it all together.
They sure do. Speaking of having it all together, insuring your home, cars, and life insurance together with My State Farm Agency is the best way to bundle and save. We can customize your coverage and make insurance seem easy. Good luck, Bronx and Phillies. Check with Jen Talich's State Farm Agency to get your insurance all together. Thanks for the opportunity to earn your business. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
This is Cody Bronx basketball on 103.3 The Range.
And that one song that has the same words over and over again. It is second quarter action here from Schweitzer Gymnasium. Nothing decided after 1. So give a big thanks to YDOT. Seatbelts save lives. Buckle up every trip, every time you get in your vehicle. This is a message from YDOT. Park County Glass has been serving locally for over 30 years. Park County Glass for all your glass needs. Second quarter action about to get underway here. Pinedale looking for the Cody sweep. The Cody Bronx looking to split for the evening. As the Bronx are looking to extend their win streak. Pinedale looking to snap a 3-game losing streak as they start with the basketball going from left to right. Cotello will give it off to Gozar, right side outside. McCartan matched up with him defensively as Cody runs man-to-man. Alex now hand off to Cotello, back over to Matthew Gozar. There's a handoff now to Alex. Gozar loses it out of bounds, and there'll be a turnover on the Wranglers. First turnover of the quarter, second turnover for Pinedale in the contest. 2 lead changes, 1 tie so far. Right now, leading scoring is Grady McCartan with 6. Hazel gets into that leading score. Looks for ball inside. Nice give and nice score for Maddox Ball. And Cody goes up by 2. 12-10, 7:18 to play, second quarter. Back to the Pinedale Wranglers it goes. Gozar looks to drive in, goes to the right elbow, hands it off now to Fieldy. Pinedale again. Working around the arc, Gozar fire 3 from the right side. That is, Alex Gozar for 3. There's both Gozars who haven't really taken a break so far. And that creates lead change number 3, 13-12 on that Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. McCartan from the right side outside with 6:46 left to play. He'll give it off down to Parker Hine. Hine will bring it up top now. They'll bounce pass it off to McCartan. McCartan has room for 3. He'll fire it, get it. McCartan with 9, all from 3-point land. And Cody, lead change number 4, looking to hold on to it from here on out. 6:25 left to play in the second quarter. Ball from behind, couldn't get the shot to go, was Gozar. Pryor comes up with the rebound. Nice shot for Ball to give Gozar not an easy look as Hazel will be fouled. And the Bronx will get their first trip to the charity stripe tonight. Foul is going to go against Alex Gozar. He'll pick up his first, team's first of the quarter. Hazel going to go to the line and shoot a pair of free throws. Hazel, one of the better free throw shooters for this Bronx team. Let me make sure I get the right one here. 66% ties the team high with Maddox Ball. Hazel first free throw. Sets it up, fires it. Takes a couple of bounces and drops out. First free throw for the Bronx again. First free throws this evening as Griff McCartan comes back in. We talked with Coach McCartan, expecting more minutes from him tonight after his performance against Lovell. Didn't do much on the scoring, but again, he was talking about how Griff kind of helps the Bronx with some of the stuff on the inside as Hazel Goes 1 of 2, makes it a 3-point game for Cody. 16-13, Pinnacle Bay scoreboard. Bronx showing half court pressure. Is Griff McCartan going to be called for a foul as he almost had the steal? And that'll be his first personal of the quarter. It is the first team. So inbounded now. Pinedale from front of the Cody bench. Inbound will go to Cotello. He'll bring it over the midcourt stripe. Parker Hine matches up with him defensively. McCartan almost comes up with the steal as Gozar gets it back. Cotello has a lane in the paint. He'll fire it and miss it as it falls off the left side. And Ball with the rebound. Ball might look to go coast to coast with it. Does count the buckets. Got a chance for 3-point play. I'm going to say this is Pinedale's Alex Gozar. He picks up his second. And as of now, he's going to stay in. And Pinedale is going to spend a 30-second timeout as Cody starting to go on a little bit of a run here. First timeout taken by the Wranglers. It is a 30-second timeout, so we'll keep it here as Cody right now outscoring the Wranglers 8-3 in the second quarter. Woodward Tractor is a place for all your Takahouchi equipment needs, as Woodward Tractor has your next construction machine. Visit them located near Mentok Park. Also, Canyon Therapy for all your physical and occupational needs. Canyon Therapy is the place to be. They are located on Yellowstone Avenue. Also, Haskell's for the best prices and better service. Visit Haskell's Furniture and Flooring for all of your home redesign needs, including mattresses, flooring, and furniture. That's Haskell's Furniture and Flooring, located on Bighorn Avenue. Cody has a chance to have a 3-point play courtesy of Maddox Ball. As Ball went coast to coast with the rebound. And the score is they are going to sit Alex Gozar with 2 fouls in the seconds. Don't be surprised if he comes back in here in just a little bit. Ball is looking to make the 3-point play perfect here at the line. Cody 1 of 2 from the charity stripe. Ball's first and only free throw of the game so far is good. Makes it now 19-13. Cody on a 9-3 run to start the second quarter, as nothing was decided after 1. Cotello now goes from right to left. He'll slip and travel with it. That's that foot sliding just a little bit enough to get the official to call the traveling call. And it goes back to the Bronx with 5:26 left to play. Right now it's Ball, McCartan, Griff McCartan, I should be exact, Grady McCartan, Hazel, and Hine, the 5-in for the Bronx right now. As McCartan has it, he'll give it back over to Grady McCartan, his brother. Connection, can't get that one to go, as they do have a good connection where they are on the court. You saw a little bit of that and heard it a little bit if you heard it on the radio. In that Wyoming game, they just kind of had something right away, and it hasn't stopped since when they're on the court. Gozar at the top. It is Matthew Gozar. He'll kick it out to Cotello on the right corner. Quick pass over to right. There's a swing to Fieldy. Fieldy step back. Hagel match up them defensively as Fieldy has an awkward jump shot, but it works. He kind of has his body facing towards the mat or the padding. He gets it to go. It's interesting, unique jump shot. I mean, if it works, you got to take it, right? Hines at the left side. Hazel on the left corner, or left elbow for 2. Count it and good, as it is nothing but net on that shot. 21-20, or 21-15, excuse me, as Cody's trying to pull away, but Pinedale not letting that happen. As Gozar, 3 is in and out. Ball with the rebound. Back to the Bronx. McCartan. It's Griff McCartan who has it. Given over to Hazel at the top. Thought he was going to go for a 3 as he drives in. Can't get that one to go. Ball. How about a third chance as he'll be fouled after a couple of attempts from Cody. Those are their first missed shots from inside the arc. And Ball's going to go back and try to keep his perfect free throw game going, even though he's only shot 1 attempt from the line. Jensen Wright picks up the foul. It is the 3rd team foul. And we'll get a whistle for a moment here. Only 1 free throw. Did he miss the first? Not sure what's going on now. Substitutions coming in. Not sure exactly what happened there. The ball was going to go for the free throw. He didn't get to score. Trying to watch the replay here. So he even attempted a free throw. He did. He just missed the first. So I apologize for our visual audience as the ball does make the second count with 3:52 left to go. I was trying to update my stat sheet. And ball quickly kind of fired that first free throw. Without me trying to catch back up, as we'll see Cotello check back in just a moment. In for the first time, but we'll say that in just a moment as McCartan comes up. Euro steps in. McCarty is having himself another scoring day with 11. We're just now past the midway point of the first half. Here's a three from Fieldy. That one is good. Same shooting for him when he goes for a three and gets it to go. And just like that, Pinedale should be a three for Pinedale, but I have given him extra points. That's why. McCartan goes inside for ball, puts it up for two, gets it to go. And now we should be finally caught up with everything as Cody leads by 8. Pinedale quickly over the midcourt stripe, and I was trying to say coming in was Sergio Vila as he is in, and we'll give it inside now. It is now Gamble. We'll put it up for two and count the buckets. 2:40 left to play. It's 26-20. Cody Bronk advantage and gets a program that is lost a lot of seniors last year, but can easily make it to states this season. Griff McCartan from three will hit the glass but miss the iron. And Fieldy making some work with the dribble moves. He'll go to the left elbow. Here's a give now to Matthew Gozar. As Alex Gozar is going to be set to check back in, and making a three is Jensen Wright. And Pinedale starting to go on a little bit of a run here as they cut the lead down to 3. Biggest lead was 9. McCartan's over the midcourt logo. Now to Griff McCartan, back to Grady. Griff, not about a three. He's missed a couple. He's looking for the pass to ball. It was a good pass, just a little too much fire on the pass, and it'll be a turnover for Cody. A few substitutions come in. Trenton Bauer, Jackson Hazel, Nathaniel Pryor check in. Trying to see who the other Bronc checked out was. That was Griff McCartan who checked out. So we stay at a 3-point lead for the Bronx. Ozar has it at the top. Pryor matched up with him defensively. Now Cody will switch. We'll switch back. Fieldy, 3, ties it. We are tied in Cody with 1:26 left to play. It's 26-all on the Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. Bauer goes to Sowers, now to Pryor. There's right now only 3 starters out there. Pryor has it. Long pass over to Hazel. He doesn't take threes normally, as that three is going to be off the mark. And Fieldy with the rebound. So a couple of attempts there from Cody. They just haven't got a shot to go down in a while. Cotello to Fieldy. Pryor matched up with him. As Gozar has it. Back to Cotello. Pinedale working around the perimeter under a minute to go. 49 seconds to be exact. There's a screen. Fieldy trying to get a pass off. Finally gets it over to Gozar. Gozar spins on Bauer. Gozar trying to go all the way with it, and Pinedale takes the lead as Matthew Gozar gets the buckets. It's 28-26. Pinedale up right now. He just hasn't bought a bucket in a while. Sowers gives it inside the ball, and he can't get that shot to go. Well, that's an automatic from Ball. Just doesn't have that one to lay it up and in. And Pinedale has a chance to make it at least a 5-point lead. 6 seconds left to go. Fieldy getting trapped. Bounce pass it off to Matthew Gozar. 1 second on the clock. Fires a three at the buzzer and hits the glass but doesn't go in. And that is how the first half ends. And Cody at least a half, down by 2. As of right now, it's upset alert at the halftime intermission. Pinedale 28, Cody 26. Your Keel Sanitation halftime report is next. We'll take a 4-minute timeout here. We'll have the report from Keel Sanitation, and we'll be back in 4 minutes on 103.3 The Range.
Since 1982, Keel Sanitation has been the trusted leader in sanitation services throughout the Bighorn Basin. We're a family-run business dedicated to providing top-notch customer service. Whatever your sanitation needs are, Keel Sanitation has you covered. We offer a comprehensive range of residential and commercial trash collection options featuring a variety of containers. Our roll-off containers range from 10 to 40 cubic yards. We also have 95-gallon roll-out carts and steel dumpsters, including bear-proof containers. Our septic services include thorough, high-pressure back flushing to ensure your system is Keel clean. For your convenience, we also offer 24-hour emergency septic services. To meet all of your sanitation requirements, we provide portable restrooms for any occasion. Our offerings include standard portable restrooms, hand wash stations, and handicap units. We also specialize in services for the oil field, including portable restrooms, potable water, roll-off containers, and vacuum services. Be sure to check us out, KeelSanitation.com. We're also on Facebook. Look for us in there under Keel Sanitation. Give us a call, 307-587-6616. Go Cody Bronx and the Cody Phillies as well.
With over 40 years of combined experience, Park County Glass can handle all of your auto and residential glass needs. Serving the Bighorn Basin since 1982 with quality you can depend on and service from the heart. Stop in or call your auto glass specialist at 307-587-9303. That's Park County Glass at 307-587-9303.
Hey guys, this is Zach Haskell with Haskell Furniture and Flooring. We are a proud supporter of the Cody Bronx and Phillies this season. If you want selection, we have the best selection for you with the best prices. From mattresses to flooring or recliners to fireplaces, we have everything you need in stock. No need to drive out of town when we have everything here locally for your next selection. Stop in at Haskell's Furniture and Flooring in Cody, Lovell, Worland, and Riverton, where we have the best prices and better service.
When life slows you down, Canyon Therapy in Cody helps you get back on your feet. Whether you're recovering from an injury, managing pain, or working to regain strength and mobility, Canyon Therapy offers expert physical and occupational therapy service tailored to you. Our experienced team works with you one-on-one to create a personalized treatment plan, helping you to move better and live more comfortably. We treat people, not just conditions, in a caring and supportive environment. Canyon Therapy is a proud supporter of the Cody Bronx and Cody Phillies. Get back to the life you love with Canyon Therapy. Visit CanyonTherapy.com or call today to schedule your next appointment.
Woodward Tractor is your one-stop dealer for all your Takahouchi equipment and service needs. Takahouchi is known the world over for its purpose-built design philosophy, innovative technology, and dependable service after the sale. And now at Woodward Tractor, get 0% financing on all Takahouchi machines, excavators, track loaders, and wheel loaders. Special financing options are also available on Takahouchi brand attachments. See Woodward Tractor on Blackburn in Cody.
We continue the Keel Sanitation halftime report. Here's Wyatt Barichka.
Back here on 103.3 The Range, a Hard Mountain Broadcasting Station. It is the Kiel Sanitation Halftime Report, brought to you by Kiel Sanitation. Kiel Sanitation is the first choice for the Bighorn Basin in their sanitation needs, serving Cody, Level, Powell, Grable Basin, and the entire Bighorn Basin. Visit them at kielsanitation.com today. Well, the Wranglers outscore the Cody Broncs 18-16 in the second quarter, and it gives the Pinedale Wranglers a 28-26 advantage. Right now, the threes have been going for the Wranglers. They went 6 of 11 from three-point land, 10 of 19 from the field. The Broncs 10 of 17 from the field, 3 of 5 from the line, 3 of 6 from three-point land. 5 lead changes, 2 ties so far in the contest. Pinedale, again, 10 of 19 from the field, 6 turnovers for the Broncs, just 3 unofficially for the Wranglers. That's kind of helping them in this contest as well. Cody has missed some bunnies as well. I mean, talk about a couple of moments where Cody might have had a pretty good look shot and just couldn't get it to go. It's, like I said, the bunnies underneath the bucket. Right now, a couple of them could give them at least a 4-point lead if they had a tie, or even just a 2-point lead in the contest. That's your team stats in this one. We'll take another 2-minute timeout. Look at the individual statistics in this one. Right now, it is Cody trailing this one against Pinedale 28, Cody 26. We're back in 2 minutes on 103.3 The Range.
Allstate agent Cale Mitchell is a proud supporter of Cody High School sports. At Allstate, you can bundle your home and auto for the lowest premium rates. Cale Mitchell is your local agent and provides great professional customer service to ensure that you got the best affordable coverage needs. Call Allstate agent Cale Mitchell at 307-527-6447. That's 307-527-6447. Allstate, you're in good hands.
Distracted driving is dangerous, but some people just can't seem to help themselves. There's the steering wheel propper, the sneaker peeker, the fast roller, the nightlighter. And it's not long until they become the fender benderer, the got a ticketer, the veering off the road, the driver who kills someone. Enough with the phones already. Just put them down.
Coach Wagner and the Phillies and Coach McCartan and the Broncs have been really fun to watch this year.
Yes, the Broncs and Phillies, they really have it all together.
They sure do. Speaking of having it all together, insuring your home, cars, and life insurance together with My State Farm Agency is the best way to bundle and save. We can customize your coverage and make insurance seem easy. Good luck, Broncs and Phillies. Check with Jen Talich's State Farm Agency to get your insurance all together. Thanks for the opportunity to earn your business. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
With over 40 years of combined experience, Park County Glass can handle all of your auto and residential glass needs. Serving the Bighorn Basin since 1982 with quality you can depend on and service from the heart. Stop in or call your auto glass specialist at 307-587-9303. That's Park County Glass at 307-587-9303.
Normally we would talk with head coach Chris Wagner, but to avoid rushing things, we have decided that we're going to move that to the end of the boys game. We'll talk with him first, and then we'll talk with head coach Jay McCart. And right now, the Broncs trailing this one as the number 1 ranked team, 28-26 right now. And right now, Cody trying to keep their number 1 ranking, but also their home streak. They're looking to make it 4 in a row heading into the final week of the season. Again, tomorrow they head over to Johnson County in Buffalo. Individual statistics looking like this. The Pinedale Wranglers led by Trace Fieldy, who has had a pretty good second quarter, 11 points. The Broncs led by Grady McCartan and Maddox Ball with 10 points in the contest so far. Other updates around the state of Wyoming. The third quarter sees the Lander Tigers taking the lead over the Powell Panthers 31-26. And right now in Whirlwind, if I can get you a score, the Warriors taking a 38-23 lead at the half in that contest. I'm trying to see if there's a final in the girls contest because Corona was actually down by 6 going into the half. That was kind of maybe a shocker if you looked, again, like I said, if you looked on paper, that might have been the case, and then Mountain View, again, pulls away late in the end. Girls fell 47-38 earlier today. We'll talk with head coach Chris Wagner in our Breadboard Sub Shop post-game show. Back to your Pinnacle Bank scoreboard as this has been your Keel Sanitation halftime report. Third quarter is underway. Bronx now going to go from left to right, and Pinedale will go from right to left. Second half is underway. The Bronx will start with the basketball. Hazel, Pryor, McCartan, Max Ball, and Parker Hine are the 5 in for the Bronx. And again, Trevor Spober out for the season. This ball can't get another shot to go from underneath. And the Bronx will see Pinedale get it back. It's a 2-point lead for the Wranglers. Fieldy will make his way to the right side. Hand off to Cotello. Now it's Gozar as both Matthew and Alex Gozar are out there. Fieldy spins in the paint. Kick out now to Alex Gozar. Makes his way to the left side over to Matthew. Matthew pulling up in the paint. Is that mid-range jumper is off the mark. Hazel comes up with the rebound, looking to be either tie or take the lead with a 3. McCartan at the top. They'll swing it over to Hazel. Now over to Ball. Looking to get a play set up here. It looks like his ball was communicating with McCartan and Hazel. Pryor right side outside. Over to Hazel up top. Is matched up with him as Matthew Gozar. As Pinedale runs man-to-man defense. Ball in the paint. Pump fake. Nice give to Hazel. That shot won't go either. And right now, the Bronx have probably missed 8 points from underneath the buckets. Pine can't get that 3 to go. And a couple of attempts. And the third possession, Hazel lobbed it up from McCartan to get the score. Hazel went up high for that basketball and was able to get the score. We're tied for the third time this evening. 28-all with 6:30 left to play. That was a turnover there. Cotello getting the pass from right. Back over to Cotello as they'll swing it around right now. Hand off to right. Makes his way up to the top. Now swing it over to Alex Gozar, left corner. Gozar back to Fieldy. He's a guy to watch out for now. He'll spin. Hazel almost gets the steal. And then you're going to get a foul. This is going to be on the Bronx. Hazel will pick up the foul after getting that bucket just a moment ago. Is Jackson Hazel shocked about that one. Just going for the basketball, and Coach McCartan is asking why is that on Cody and not on us. So Pinedale gets it back with 6:07 left to play. Back to the Wranglers. Fieldy. And off now to Cotello. Hine pokes it out, and he's going to be called for a foul. Parker Hine will pick up his first personal. It's the team's second. Quickly, 2 fouls on the Bronx as a team with 5:55 left to go. Wright will check out. And Gozar is going to get the pass back. It's Cotello. Handoff now to Alex Gozar. Gozar at the top. Ball matched up with the defensively. Fieldy for 3, and he cannot be stopped from on the arc. He's got 4 in the contest. Pinedale back up by 3. McCartan thought about answering. Now he'll try to answer as that hits off the back iron, and Pinedale has a chance to maybe extend this lead just a little bit. Gozar, long pass over to Matthew Gozar, right, left side outside. Pryor matches up with him defensively. They'll go inside as Hazel gets the steal. Hazel trying to pick up the speed, does. He's going to try to lay it up off the glass, count the bucket and 1. Hazel gets the steal and looks to try to tie it up here with a free throw. They're going to give the foul off to Bo Gamble. He'll pick up his first personal, team's first of the quarter. Bucket counts, and Hazel has a chance for a 3-point play. Sets, fires, gets it. Hazel ties it up from a 3-point play. And it's tie number 4 in the contest. Back over to Pinedale. Pinedale works it on the perimeter. Now Cotello almost traveled with it. There's a swing around to Matthew Gozar, 3. It's good. The Wranglers have made 8 threes in this contest, and they already have 2 of them in the quarter. They had 4 in the second quarter. They knocked 2 in the first as Hazel gets the pass from McCartan and scores. Hazel has all 7 of the Bronx points in the third. 34-33. Pinedale up. Student section starting to get into this one. Fieldy's go is good. It's now a 3-point lead for Pinedale. Right now, Bronx get their number 1 ranking back after being the preseason number 1 ranked team and are trailing to the Wranglers. McCartan for 2 gets it to go. He's the second Bronx to score in the half. 3:52 left to go as we pass the midway point of the third. Not a lot of free throws in this contest either, just 8 total. The Bronx have 6. Gozar swinging it to Fieldy, and we're going to get a foul on Pryor. That'll be Pryor's first. Team's third already with 3:39 left to play. Griff McCartan and Joshua Sowers check in. Pryor's going to check out. Hazel will check out as well. Pinedale will inbound it from the baseline. Cotello to inbound it. Inbound goes to Gozar. Gozar will back it up right now. Matched up there by the freshman Griff McCartan. Gozar drives in off the glass. Shot's no good. Fight for the rebound. Last touch by Maddox Ball. Will stay with the Wranglers. So Pinedale going to get another opportunity offensively with 3:28 left to play. Gozar will inbound to Cotello. There's a swing over to Matthew Gozar. Now it's Alex Gozar. Pulls it up from the charity stripe. That one won't go either, and Ball with a rebound. Cody looking to take the lead here. Ball's going to drive in. Goes off the glass from the right hand. Gets it to go. Ball with 12. Gives the Bronx a 1-point lead. Wranglers can get it back. 6 lead changes, 4 ties right now. Fieldy gives it off to Cotello. Cotello will swing it over to Alex Gozar. Now Matthew Gozar. Bronx almost create the trap there, but Pinedale able to get it off. McCartan almost getting the steal there. Here's Matthew Gozar. Drives in off the glass. It hits the box and goes in. Pinedale back up. Now you can see this lead change probably go up significantly. That's lead change number 7. Right, going to get set to check in. Sowers to Griff McCartan. Now a swing to Grady. It's Parker Hine. Pass inside the ball in the paint. One dribble back to Hine. Goes back to Ball. Ball right side off the glass and good. Back to a 1-point lead this time for Cody. Make it 8 lead changes, and this is going to go up if it continues to go. Fieldy goes underneath McCartan. There's a give inside to Alex Gozar. Matched up by Ball. He'll be fouled and go to the line, and Pinedale going to have their second trip of the night. Cody has outscored the Wranglers 13-10 with free throws coming up. Ball picks up his second personal foul with 1:59 left to go in the third. Gozar will have an attempt with his first freebie here. First one, fires, gets it to go as it rattles the rim. Alex Gozar just with 6 points on the night. If I'm not mistaken, he's the leading scorer for this Wranglers team. Averaging roughly, he's the leading scorer at 16 points tonight. He's only got 6 and a chance to make it 7 and lead change number 9. Can't get to do so we have a 5th tie in the ball game. 39 all, 1:53 left to play. McCartan swing it over to Hazel. Hazel left side over to Macari. He'll fire three from deep. Is good. Nothing but net on that triple. And the Bronx up by 3. Biggest lead for Cody has been 9. Gozar will bring it back. Gives it looking for right. It's a turnover by Pinedale. Turnover number 5. Ball looking to go all the way. Does. We'll see if Pinedale maybe spends a timeout here. And it won't. Cody up by 5. Right. Now to Gozar. It's Cotello. Now handoff back to Alex Gozar. There's a bounce pass off to right. He'll go baseline, lose it. It's going to be Cody basketball. Substitutions coming in. Gamble's going to check in for the Wranglers. Also in is Shane Rogers for the Wranglers with 1:03 left to play. Games have been pretty low free throw games. Not a lot of calls being made on the shot. McCartan, how about another one? Can't get that one to go. Griff McCartan with a rebound though. As he gets it back for the Bronx, the freshman gives it to Grady McCartan. McCartan for 2, bounced it off a couple of times. Ball, how about a third chance? That one, that's no good either. The 3 chances. And no points to account for. 26 seconds left to go. Gozar to Fieldy. He might be the man to go to as he's got 16 and 5 in the quarter. He'll let the clock roll down. 15 to play. 13, 12, 11. Matched up by Hazel. Fieldy, right side outside. Gets the screen from Rogers. Cody tries to make the trap out of bounds. That'll be Cody basketball with 6 seconds left to go. Right in front of the student section. Let's see what Cody does here with 6 seconds left to go. Won't be surprised if McCartan or Hazel are the 2. Cotello trying to guard McCartan heavily. 3 seconds left to go. Hazel with 3-1. Griff McCartan at the buzzer. He'll hit off the iron and no good. And that will be how the third quarter ends. Cody puts up 18. It has a 5-point advantage. It is Cody 44, Pinedale 39. The final 8 minutes are next right here on 103.3 The Range, a Heart Mountain broadcasting station.
Hey guys, this is Zach Haskell with Haskell Furniture and Flooring. We are a proud supporter of the Cody Bronx and Phillies this season. If you want selection, we have the best selection for you with the best prices. From mattresses to flooring or recliners to fireplaces, we have everything you need in stock. No need to drive out of town when we have everything here locally for your next selection. Stop in at Haskell's Furniture and Flooring in Cody, Lovell, Worland, and Riverton, where we have the best prices and better service.
The fourth quarter is here. The final 8 minutes start now.
The final 8 minutes are about to start. Only 3 Bronx have scored in this contest. Max Ball, Jackson Hazel, Grady McCartan have all scored for the Bronx. They're the only 3 scorers. Max Ball and Grady McCartan with 16. Jackson Hazel with 12. And Pinedale will start the final quarter with the basketball going from right to left. 44-39 on that Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. And Cody looking to hold on and keep their home undefeated win streak here at home. Not lost a game at home this season, I should be more exact about. Gozar will give it to Fieldy up the top with 7:48 left to play as we start the fourth quarter. If you're just joining us, Cody, the new number 1 ranked team in Class 3A, looking to hold on, win their 7th in a row. And making the 3 is Cotello. And we're going to have a foul to Parker High. And Cotello gets the 3 to go. I'm going to say Pinedale's going to get the basketball back. They're not going to have free throws. And that's what the confusion was about. So Parker Hine picks up his 2nd. Pinedale down by 2 and a chance to tie it here. Cody has not had the basketball to start the fourth quarter. Gozar hand off the field. He goes to the right elbow. Now hand off to Matthew Gozar. Back to Alex. Alex, hand off to Cotello. Had that three just a moment ago. Rogers, mid-range jumper is off the mark. Another chance and out of bounds. Stepped out was Matthew Gozar. It'll be Cody basketball after the missed shot. Turnover's been limited, but Pinedale right now got the lead quickly from 5-2. Pryor has it. It is the starting five out there for the Bronx to start the fourth quarter. Hazel will be fouled. They go to the line and shoot two. This bench has been pretty small today. They've only played 8 as Cody. Rogers will pick up the foul, and Hazel will go to the line and shoot two. First free throw for Hazel as he'll dribble, breath, fire it. Got it. Got one more free throw left. Hazel with the first buckets of the fourth quarter. Free throw, and could make it a 2-possession game here. Does. Hazel with 14 as well. Cody bringing some full court pressure, trying to create a trap. It's stolen by Ball. Ball on the right side. He'll be fouled and go to the line. Cody hardly, if ever, brings full court pressure. And that time it pays off as Alex Gozar is credited for the foul. It'll be his third personal. We'll get 1-2 more set of free throws here for the Bronx, 46-42. As first free throw for Maddox Ball is off the mark, so we stay 46-42. And we'll get one more free throw here as Pryor will step in between two Wranglers. And Ball will look to go 1 of 2 from the line. Bronx are 6 of 9 from the line today. Make it 7 of 10. The second free throw is good. Cody was just up by 5 a moment ago, and we know Pinedale has been able to throw some leads up. Cody showing a half-court press. Now they'll back away from it as Pinedale is able to get it over the mid-court stripe. Almost stolen there. Now it's taken away. Pryor comes up with it. Pryor to Ball. Left side will stop at the three-point line. Crossover, drive in. Left side is good as the layup goes. Maddox Ball with 19. And a timeout taken by the Wranglers. They'll be down to 3 as Maddox Ball, after a slow start in this one, a couple of missed layups, he has got 19 in the contest. It's a full timeout. We'll take one as well. With 6:24 left to go, number 1 ranked Cody Bronx, 49. It is the Wranglers of Pinedale, 42. We're back in 30 seconds on the range.
When life slows you down, Canyon Therapy in Cody helps you get back on your feet. Whether you're recovering from an injury, managing pain, or working to regain strength and mobility, Canyon Therapy offers expert physical and occupational therapy service tailored to you. Our experienced team works with you one-on-one to create a personalized treatment plan, helping you to move better and live more comfortably. We treat people, not just conditions, in a caring and supportive environment. Canyon Therapy is a proud supporter of the Cody Bronx and Cody Phillies. Get back to the life you love with Canyon Therapy. Visit CanyonTherapy.com or call today to schedule your next appointment.
This is Cody Bronx basketball on 103.3 The Range.
Well, we're only seeing a good game right now as the Warriors up by 2 in the fourth quarter as they just started 43-41. We have ourselves a close game here in Schweitzer Gymnasium. Cody 49, Pinedale 42. Cody was up as much as 9 points at one point. But Pinedale took a lead at the half, and Cody regained it, has not relinquished it since they've regained it after lead change number 8. Here's a give to Fieldy. Makes his way to the right side, hand off to Cotello. They'll give it off to Alex Gozar. Leading score right now has been held to 6 points for the Wranglers. It's been Fieldy doing the cleanup work. Here's a drive by Cotello. Right side is good. Cotello has now 7 in the ball game. 49-44, back to a 5-point lead as Grady McCartan will make the walk over the big court stripe. It's matched up there by Cotello. Grady McCartan goes from left to right. He's fouled and goes to the line. We'll see Wright check in here after the first free throw. They're going to get the foul off to Trace Fieldy. He makes up his first personal foul. Has 16 points in the contest. So right now has helped the Wranglers stay in this one. Because Cody has only had 3 scorers. If that has been the case, that's the 3 you want to score, as Grady McCartan will make the first. Goes back up by 6 in the Bronx. McCartan was 17. You want your 3 to score. Maddox Ball, Jackson Hazel, and Grady McCartan to score as McCartan makes both. Cody has only made 1 bucket from the field. And full court pressure shows. They've worked on it. You just don't see it as often as you see it with the girls. Here's Fieldy. Now to Gozar. Up top, it's Matthew Gozar. Swing it over to Fieldy. Back to Gozar. Up the top, it's Alex. Now to Matthew. He'll drive in from left to right. He'll throw up the shot. And he's got a couple of those to drop today. We'll make it now back to a 5-point lead. Cody looking to go to 14-4. Heading into tomorrow's contest in Johnson County. They'll meet up with the Buffalo Bison. It'll be the second time for the Phillies. First time for the Bronx this season. McCartan to Hazel. Back over to McCartan up top. Wranglers showing a little bit of zone defensively. Cody's done this before. They'll hold the basketball for a while prior. Long pass over to McCartan. He'll fire a 3. It's good. McCartan with 21. And up by 8 is the Bronx. Right. We'll look to give it back out now to Matthew. Matthew's going to drive in. Pryor matched up with him as the mid-range jumper from Matthew is good. Matthew now with 14. Makes it 54-48. Pinedale looking to snap a 3-game losing streak here in Cody. They'll be in Powell tomorrow to conclude some Northwest play as they are in the South. In the Southwest squad, if you come up with this, Grady McCartan gets the steal in the buckets. Grady McCartan now has 23. The Bronx are starting to pull away here. Those are over to Cotello at the top. Here's a drive-in, kick out now to Wright for 3 on the left corner. It's going to be off the front iron, and Max Ball will secure the rebound. Pinedale's got a good job with, as far as their shots made, is Parker Hine getting corral the pass. It goes out of bounds. Coach McCartan was trying to give him a high five. Parker Hine has shown a little bit of frustration. Timeout taken by the Wranglers. It'll be a full timeout. 3:24 left to play. It is Cody 56, Pinedale 48. We're back in 30 seconds on 103.3 The Range.
Woodward Tractor is your one-stop dealer for all your Takahauchi equipment and service needs. Takahauchi is known the world over for its purpose-built design philosophy, innovative technology, and dependable service after the sale. And now at Woodward Tractor, get 0% financing on all Takahauchi machines, excavators, track loaders, and wheel loaders. Special financing options are also available on Takahauchi brand attachments. See Woodward Tractor on Blackburn in Cody.
Stream today's game, past games, and listen to future Cody Athletics on the radio and catch live video coverage at myheartmountainradio.com.
Cody will look to start pulling away here from the Wranglers at Schweitzer Gymnasium. They lead by 8. Biggest lead has been 9, but right now it seems like Cody is the one with the momentum all on their side. They were down by 2 at the half. They've outscored the Wranglers 30-20 in the second half. Wranglers have it after the timeout. Here's a drive pull up by Gozar. That's short, and once again, it's Maddox Ball with the rebound. Pinedale is showing a little bit of urgency with the pressure. His ball gets it back from Hazel. Ball, spin, kick out McCartan. 3, count it. Saw it good from before it went in. Timeout, Cody. And they will spend a full timeout. I may have been a little early on that call, but just knowing McCartan, he's already got a pretty good game. He's got 6 threes made. He has all 6 for the Bronx in this one. He's probably taken 10 threes and shooting maybe 60% from three-point land. I could be off. All stats are unofficial. This broadcast brought to you by Why Not? Seatbelt save lives. Buckle up every trip, every time you get in your vehicle. This is a message from Why Not? Also coming up here in just a little bit, it'll be your Breadboard Sub Shop post-game show. We'll talk with both head coaches as well as recap this contest as well. Breadboard Sub Shop located on the top of Grable Hill in Cody. They have celebrated 30 years of business, and they are there to serve the best sandwiches, bagels, and more. That is Breadboard Sub Shop. Fourth quarter, 59-48. And the Bronx have had only 3 score in this contest. McCartan with 26, Maddox Ball with 19, Jackson Hazel with 14 in the contest. Cody's showing a little bit of pressure. Now they'll back off from it as Fieldy will bring it over the midcourt stripe. Cody again looking to keep their home winning streak alive. Only 5 on the season. They're looking to make it 4-0. As McCartan pokes it, steals it on the passing lane. McCartan all the way, looking to go acrobatic on that one. As high as there to save it, and Youch, watch out. Ryan will be the last one to touch it, so it will be Pinedale basketball. And unofficially, I have that as the first missed shot of the quarter for Cody. Unofficially, 58% on the day. A good shooting day. Pinedale in the same boat as prior. Almost gets the steal, and I think the student section is letting the one official know how they feel about that one, as they were the ones closest to it. That's why my job, it revolves me not being on the floor and officiating games and talking over a headset. 2:22 left to play, 59-48. Cody 13-4 on the season. Pinedale 9-8. Pinedale will be at Cody's rival tomorrow in Powell. Here's a pass to Cotello. Nice ball movement by the Wranglers. Just no points to account for as that 3 is off the mark. Hazel will push the pace over the ball. Ball goes from left to right. That layup is no good either. Couple of bunnies today just haven't gone, and it's going to be some kind of chaos with both sides. Mind you, just a little too much on that possession. Unofficially, 10 turnovers. Cody with 6. Breyer way up top at the logo. He'll make his way to the right side over to Hine as Cody can start working the clock here with 91 ticks left on the clock. Getting one of your Breadboard Sub Shop. We did not talk with head coach Chris Wagner. We will talk to him at the conclusion of this contest. McCartan will get the inbound. We'll also talk with head coach Jay McCartan as well. We'll recap the boys' game as McCartan will go in for the score. He's got 28, and he doesn't look to be letting off steam soon. I guess letting off the gas as that floater is going to be off the back iron. And looks like Cody is going to be on their way to 14-4 on the season. A little scare in the first half. And we'll head to Buffalo tomorrow, I believe, with a 7-game winning streak. Yes, they will be a 7-game winning streak heading in to Buffalo tomorrow. It's going to be a 4 and 5:30 tip-off, 4:30 for the Phillies. They'll look to sweep the season series against Buffalo. They won the very first game of the season. Cody will look to get their one and only opportunity with a win against Buffalo heading into the final 2 games. Next week, it's Worland at Worland, and then the Park County rivalry on the home floor senior night against the Powell Panthers. Hine from behind gets the deflection, and we're going to get a late whistle, and I think Hine might realize he's going to be called for the foul, and they are. That is a late whistle And Parker High will be credited for the foul. And going to the line will be Matthew Gozar as the Cody Bronx will clear the bench and signify this one as a win. Matthew Gozar will make the first, and that will pretty much do it here. I thought he made the first. I might be wrong. I think they did make the first free throw. I have 49. Should be 49. 61-49, and Pinedale will clear their bench as well and let the benches run this one out. We'll wait to see if they add the point onto the scoreboard. It still says 61-48. We'll get one more free throw here from Gozar. Second one up, and we'll go off the front iron. It'll be out of bounds. It will stay with Pinedale. As Matthew Gozar, I think, is asking why that's not 61-49 as well. Yeah, we'll get a whistle to check on the score. And I think just realizing that now they fix it. So for once, I am not wrong on my scoreboard stream, brought to you by Pinnacle Bank, the way banking should be. And again, the benches have cleared. Rogers will pull up for a mid-range jumper and fighting for the rebound. Will end there for the Wranglers. Gozar three will hit the iron over the backboard. And Cody will get it back with 21 seconds left to go in this one. Great student crowd, great crowd here, both from Pinedale as well tonight. And they'll be making a trip 24 miles east. As some coaches have said, that's a trip 24 miles. We'll get a foul on Pinedale. That's going to be Matthew Gozar. That will be the last foul to give. Looks like Cody's just going to try to run the clock out here. Wade Bauer, Joshua Sowers, Trent Bauer, Jesse Hatch, Finn Manley on the 5-8 for Cody. 5 seconds left to go. Hatch to Bauer, and the buzzer is going to sound, and that is a final here from Schweitzer Gymnasium. Cody will look to complete the perfect home season next week against the Powell Panthers, but they got a couple more games ahead, and that starts tomorrow when they take on the Bison from Buffalo. We're going to step aside for a 3-minute timeout, We're going to have our Breadboard Sub Shop post-game show. We're going to talk with a couple of coaches, and we got to recap this one. Your final, number one ranked Cody, 61. It's Pinedale, 49. Your Breadboard Sub Shop post-game show coming up in 3 minutes on 103.3 The Range.
Allstate agent Cale Mitchell is a proud supporter of Cody High School sports. At Allstate, you can bundle your home and auto for the lowest premium rates. Cale Mitchell is your local agent and provides great professional customer service to ensure that you got the best affordable coverage needs. Call Allstate agent Cale Mitchell at 307-527-6447. That's 307-527-6447. Allstate, you're in good hands.
Distracted driving is dangerous, but some people just can't seem to help themselves. There's the steering wheel propper, the sneaker peeker, the fast roller, the night lighter. And it's not long until they become the fender benderer, the got a ticketer, the veering off the road, the driver who kills someone. Enough with the phones already. Just put them down.
Coach Wagner and the Phillies and Coach McCartan and the Bronx have been really fun to watch this year.
Yes, the Bronx and Phillies, they really have it all together.
They sure do. Speaking of having it all together, insuring your home, cars, and life insurance together with My State Farm Agency is the best way to bundle and save. We can customize your coverage and make insurance seem easy. Good luck, Bronx and Phillies. Check with Jen Talich's State Farm Agency to get your insurance all together. Thanks for the opportunity to earn your business. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
With over 40 years of combined experience, Park County Glass can handle all of your auto and residential glass needs. Serving the Bighorn Basin since 1982 with quality you can depend on. and service from the heart. Stop in or call your auto glass specialist at 307-587-9303. That's Park County Glass at 307-587-9303.
Hey guys, this is Zach Haskell with Haskell Furniture and Flooring. We are a proud supporter of the Cody Bronson Phillies this season. If you want selection, we have the best selection for you with the best prices. From mattresses to flooring or recliners to fireplaces, we have everything you need in stock. No need to drive out of town when we have everything here locally for your next selection. Stop in at Haskell's Furniture and Flooring in Cody, Lovell, Worland, and Riverton, where we have the best prices and better service.
When life slows you down, Canyon Therapy in Cody helps you get back on your feet. Whether you're recovering from an injury, managing pain, or working to regain strength and mobility, Canyon Therapy offers expert physical and occupational therapy service tailored to you. Our experienced team works with you one-on-one to create a personalized treatment plan, helping you to move better and live more comfortably. We treat people, not just conditions, in a caring and supportive environment. Canyon Therapy is a proud supporter of the Cody Bronx and Cody Phillies. Get back to the life you love with Canyon Therapy. Visit CanyonTherapy.com or call today to schedule your next appointment.
Time now for our Breadboard Sub Shop postgame show on 103.3 The Range and online at myheartmountainradio.com.
This is your Breadboard Sub Shop post-game show. It's brought to you by Breadboard Sub Shop, located on the top of Grable Hill in Cody, celebrating 30 years of business. They're the best place to serve the best sandwiches, bagels, and more. Here with head coach Chris Wagner of the Cody Phillies, and we were trying to not rush things going forward. But, Coach, I mean, tough one there. I thought your team, I mean, again, they didn't give up the entire time, but you know, when you have a player like Elin Bowers, it sometimes can get you guys pretty hard.
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
there we go.
My bad.
She makes things really difficult. I thought overall we kept the team in check pretty well, and just she's a special player, man. She, you know, we let her go on a couple. You know, she got a couple transition steals, just pick sixes, but she earned a lot of those points and had a game. You know, kudos to her. She's a good player. Well, and we knew that going in. There's no doubt. We did not underestimate her one bit. Like, she's just that good right now.
And I know you mentioned they were going to get the points. They were just, how do you limit them in some of those points? You were mentioning you got the rest of the team in check. It was just, I mean, there were some points where some shots you don't expect to go, I mean, behind the back to a layup on the left side. I mean, that's what do you do with her, Coach?
Yeah, she's got a bag of tricks. You know, clearly she plays a lot of basketball. She knows, you know, she just understands all those little things. She's a senior for sure. We got a lot of young girls out there. Hopefully they can kind of take something from that and learn a little bit more about the game. But you know, one of our goals is to hold her and Wilson combined to, you know, they average, what was it, 43 I think together, or 44, and our goal is to hold them to 33, and we did that, except you know, she had 29 of them. The other girl only had 4, which we did. You know, Maddie was on her for a lot of the game, did an excellent job. You know, Lexi, I think the white girl, number 21, she got in the corner there on a couple open threes, and you know, we were going to live with that, and she hit both of them. That, you know, that's to me is a big difference in the game. Otherwise, yeah, I thought, you know, we kept the team 20 points below their average, and had to earn a lot of it. So we just, you know, moving forward, we got to figure things out on the offensive end. We were a little timid. You could just tell the nerves got to us. A couple silly fouls early on in the game kind of put us in foul trouble a little bit, and you know, it's kind of hectic there. And you know, luckily once we got later into the, you know, second quarter and third quarter, I felt fine. Like, I wasn't worried about Grace and Ellie in foul trouble for the rest of the game, but it kind of put us in a little bit of a bind to start, and feel pretty good about most of the stuff we put in this week defensively. And like I said, we got to figure out how to score a little bit more. We were a little hesitant.
I was going to say, Coach, you only had 3 players scoring tonight, and you know, Ellie Talich, and I had Grace Hayes and Sophia Radakovic, and normally you have Cindy Simone with a few points here and there. You also have Boudry and a couple, but I mean, when you don't have a shooting night like you guys have had in the last few games, that's also going to probably lead to some of the results like tonight.
Yeah, a lot of their shots, come in, like we haven't been defended as well as a team as this, and they put you in a position you got to make basketball plays, and I think we've just been comfortable over the last few games, just being able to Grace is going to drive, Ellie's going to drive, and you're just going to find yourself wide open, or we're going to get a turnover on this end and throw it down to somebody, and somebody we can find some easy scoring that way. This was a game like you had to be a basketball player, and you had to make the play when it needed. And it's a big learning experience, though. I'm not down on the girls one bit from it. We know we're a young team, and we know exactly what we need to kind of improve on in these next couple weeks, because probably a team we're going to see again at least once. So.
And there's
could be twice. Who knows?
There's a chance you probably see the other two state contenders twice as well. I mean, you had Douglas in the first meeting. I mean, you guys have played close to both those two teams. I mean, 9 and 7 point losses. I mean, a couple of things. Maybe it's a different story, but I mean, Coach, you mentioned the nerves and stuff like that, and you kind of have to throw that away, especially you guys having to make a trip over to Buffalo tomorrow. Kind of talk about Buffalo a little bit. You guys played them in the first game of the season. Came out with a pretty convincing win, but you all get to see Buffalo now towards the end of the season.
Yeah. Kudos to our leader, Soph. I mean, she was the one right away in the locker room. We were kind of talking some things, and she was the one who's like, hey, we're not going to pout about this one. This game's done. We're going to move on. We got a game tomorrow. So, yeah, I really haven't looked at them much. Fortunately for us, they had Douglas tonight. We had Pinedale, so we both had pretty significant games on a Friday night to come in on Saturday. So, I really haven't, I kind of watched a little bit of film the other night. They played a game against Torrington, saw a few things, but I know they're down one of the players that we saw earlier in the game, or in that first matchup, and, kind of one of their inside enforcer type players. So we'll just kind of have to go regroup a little bit and get familiar with them again. But yeah, it's gonna be a little bit of a long night kind of checking that out. But
I was gonna say, you guys really don't got much time. It's went up early, get over the mountain, and
this game mattered more. I mean, for conference, obviously the Buffalo game, all games matter in our eyes. We want to win every single one. There's no doubt about that. But this is the one we were putting everything in on, and we're fine with that. So
right. Yeah, it came down to regional seeding and everything like that, because if you guys went out, it's going to be them one, and now you guys two, which makes, the road essentially a little bit harder if you think of bracketology, seeding, everything like that. But, Coach, hopefully you guys get another crack at them. If you do, it's going to be at the regional tournament. Any last thoughts before we head to the break?
None, man. Just kind of a sour feeling. But like I said, I think we're hopeful moving forward. We know if we can find a way to get a few more points on the board, find a way to keep a few more out of her pocket, I feel really good about our team moving forward.
Perfect, Coach. Thank you for your time. Thanks for swinging on up. And
yeah, this works a lot better.
This does absolutely work a lot better.
We'll make this a consistent thing.
Perfect. Head Coach Chris Wagner, and appreciate your time again. And we're going to send it to the break. I'm going to see if I can get Head Coach Jay McCartan up here, and we'll be back after this 2-minute timeout on 103.3 The Range.
Woodward Tractor is your one-stop dealer for all your Takahouchi equipment and service needs. Takahouchi is known the world over for its purpose-built design philosophy, innovative technology, and dependable service after the sale. And now at Woodward Tractor, get 0% financing on all Takahouchi machines, excavators, track loaders, and wheel loaders. Special financing options are also available on Takahouchi brand attachments. See Woodward Tractor on Blackburn in Cody.
Allstate agent Cale Mitchell is a proud supporter of Cody High School sports. At Allstate, you can bundle your home and auto for the lowest premium rates. Cale Mitchell is your local agent and provides great professional customer service to ensure that you got the best affordable coverage needs. Call Allstate agent Cale Mitchell at 307-527-6447. That's 307-527-6447. Allstate, you're in good hands.
Distracted driving is dangerous, but some people just can't seem to help themselves. There's the steering wheel propper, the sneak-a-peeker, the fast roller, the nightlighter. And it's not long until they become the fender benderer, the got a ticketer, the veering off the road, the driver who kills someone. Enough with the phones already. Just put them down.
Coach Wagner and the Phillies and Coach McCartan and the Bronx have been really fun to watch this year.
Yes, the Bronx and Phillies, they really have it all together.
They sure do. Speaking of having it all together, insuring your home, cars, and life insurance together with My State Farm Agency is the best way to bundle and save. We can customize your coverage and make insurance seem easy. Good luck, Bronx and Phillies. Check with Jen Talich's State Farm Agency to get your insurance all together. Thanks for the opportunity to earn your business. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
With over 40 years of combined experience, Park County Glass can handle all of your auto and residential glass needs. Serving the Bighorn Basin since 1980.
Better than the first half, so you know you got to give Pinedale credit. They came out when they were hot from three. They hit 6 threes in the first half, and that was tough. Then they can get hot, and then I thought in the second half, I thought we did a better job. I held them 21 in the second half, which is kind of what I expect from our defense, is to hold teams to anywhere from 21 to 24 points a half. But so yeah, overall I was pleased with the effort. We got to get some scoring off the bench, and I don't think we had that tonight, obviously, but we'll get there. I thought, Nat started first game in a long time, and I thought he played really well defensively. So, yeah, some good things happen.
Yeah, Coach, I mean, you go into the half. It's 28-26. You guys are down. Pinedale goes on that little bit of a run to end the first half. What was your message to the team kind of in the half and kind of just that mindset in the second half?
Well, I thought we were slow on rotations defensively. I don't think we contested shots very well. And when you're not doing either of those, you're giving guys that can shoot at opportunities to see the rim, and they did, and they made them. So second half, I thought we were better defensively. We, we call it meet the ball in the bubble. So essentially, when the guy catches the ball, you got to beat his bubble, make him uncomfortable, and I thought we did a better job of that in the second half.
Well, I mean, Coach, 9 threes. You were mentioning Pinedale just having a shooting night, but you also kind of got the threes going later in the contest, too. I thought Grady McCartan, as soon as he got his hands kind of going tonight, just kind of took off.
Yeah, he shot it pretty well tonight. He had 6 threes. So, yeah, that's pretty good. I mean, they had 9, we had 6, and it would be nice if we had more than one person make a 3, but it's the way it works sometimes.
Well, Coach, sometimes those games are going to happen. Like I said, for our video audience, might miss just this portion. Like, this is one of those games where you're talking about those 3 guys, Maddox, Jackson, and McCartan needing to have a good night. That was kind of the case. But also, maybe there were some moments, too, Coach, where, the easy shots that you guys work on so much. If you think about that, this game maybe gets a little bit more of a margin, and you guys might have a lead at the end of the first half.
Yeah, and that's one thing we did talk about. We spend a lot of time every day in practice playing off of 2 feet, and sometimes we get ourselves sped up when we beat a guy off the dribble. And I thought we were able to beat them off the dribble tonight. Went a little too fast, missed some easy ones early, and actually throughout the whole game. So it's just, we talked about it post-game. It's about reflection. Kids have to reflect a little bit about themselves and, what are the things we work on, and what are, we didn't do some of those things tonight. And sometimes you can get away with that. Tonight, I think we got away with it. So we got to continue to work for improvement, and I think that will happen. These guys will take it seriously. They'll figure it out, and moving forward, we're going to be in a good spot.
I know I asked you at one point if you really even pay attention to the rankings and stuff like that, and you said you don't really look at that, but, as a team that gets back up into that number 1 spot, can that sometimes maybe change how you guys think of things? Could sometimes a team kind of maybe...
Are we number 1?
You guys are.
I don't even know. It doesn't matter.
And that's why I asked you this question, because sometimes, players and stuff look at that too. Could that... we talked about the highs of the highs, you getting that level win, but I thought, again, sometimes can it get a little too high, but did you guys manage to control that tonight?
I don't even know how to answer that because I didn't even know we were one. Maybe the kids knew. I hadn't heard anybody say anything about it, so I don't even know. I don't know. The answer to that's I don't know.
That's a fair question, Coach. I mean, that's probably the best coach answer to that one. But, Coach, you got to throw this one. I mean, you still get to celebrate the win, but you got a road trip tomorrow over to Buffalo.
Yep.
I know originally we didn't talk much about Buffalo, but anything new to the Buffalo team, or are you just going to go in? And
I haven't seen them play. I haven't seen anything on film. I have nothing on them. I don't know what they do. I don't even know who they have. So it's going to be a free-for-all.
Free-for-all. I like that. Anything I left out, Coach? Anything you want to mention before we head into the break?
Thanks, Wyatt, for covering our kids. I appreciate it.
Appreciate it, Coach. We're going to step aside. Another 2-minute timeout. We'll start wrapping this game up. It's Cody winning this one, 69-41 on 103.3 The Range.
With quality you can depend on and service from the heart. Stop in or call your auto glass specialist at 307-587-9303. That's Park County Glass at 307-587-9303.
Hey guys, this is Zach Haskell with Haskell Furniture and Flooring. We are a proud supporter of the Cody Bronx Phillies this season. If you want selection, we have the best selection for you with the best prices. From mattresses to flooring or recliners to fireplaces, we have everything you need in stock. No need to drive out of town when we have everything here locally for your next selection. Stop in at Haskell's Furniture and Flooring in Cody, Lovell, Worland, and Riverton, where we have the best prices and better service.
When life slows you down, Canyon Therapy in Cody helps you get back on your feet. Whether you're recovering from an injury, managing pain, or working to regain strength and mobility, Canyon Therapy offers expert physical and occupational therapy service tailored to you. Our experienced team works with you one-on-one to create a personalized treatment plan, helping you to move better and live more comfortably. We treat people, not just conditions, in a caring and supportive environment. Canyon Therapy is a proud supporter of the Cody Bronx and Cody Phillies. Get back to the life you love with Canyon Therapy. Visit CanyonTherapy.com or call today to schedule your next appointment.
Woodward.
We continue our Breadboard Sub Shop postgame show. Now back to the court with the voice of Cody Sports, Wyatt Barichka.
Continuing your Breadboard Sub Shop postgame show as the Cody Bronx win on your Pinnacle Bank scoreboard 61-49. This is your Breadboard Sub Shop postgame show brought to you by Breadboard Sub Shop, located on the top of Grable Hill in Cody. Yes, the Cody Bronx win this one 61-49, and sometimes you got to ask those kind of questions because, sometimes you never know what can it do with a team and stuff like that, and, broadcasters, we got to ask those kind of questions. That's why I had to ask coaches. Sometimes rankings can get in the way. Again, Cody Bronx ranked number 1 in the Wild Prep Coaches and Media basketball poll, and Coach even said he doesn't know. So if that kind of tells you how this team is right now, that should say a lot as well. But pretty close game in the first half. It was 28-26. Pinedale was up, and Cody then would outscore the Wranglers 35-21 in the second half. Nothing was decided after one. It was 10-all. Second quarter, Pinedale outscored the Bronx 18-16. The Cody would outscore the final two quarters 18-14 and 17-11. Unofficially, I had the Bronx at 23 of 40 from the field at 58%, 6 of 13 from the field. Free throws was 9 free throws made out of 12 attempts. From the Pinedale side, 18 of 35. Again, all stats are unofficial. 9 of 16 from the field. They just could not miss anything from three. It felt like they only had 6 attempts from the line at 4 attempts made, or 4 free throws made out of 6 attempts. Taking a look, 8 lead changes in 5 ties in the contests, and Pinedale will turn it over more than Cody at 10-6. Again, all stats are unofficial in this one. Take a look at individual statistics for the Pinedale Wranglers. It was led by Trace Fieldy. He would finish with 16 points. Matthew Gozar with 15. Braxton Cotello would finish with 7. Jensen Wright with 3. Alex Gozar with 6. Bo Gamble would finish with 2 points in the contest. For the Bronx, they only had 3 scored tonight. Grady McCartan led the way with 28 points. You had Jackson Hazel with 14. And Maddox Ball would finish with 19 points in the contest. We'll step aside for a timeout. When we come back, we do have our State Farm Agent Player of the Game, as well as what is coming up next for Cody High School basketball. We'll tell you it's going to be basketball tomorrow and 2 more games next week. We'll step aside, 60-second timeout, and we'll wrap this broadcast up. We continue your Breadboard Sub Shop post-game show after this 60-second timeout. Pinnacle Bank scoreboard final, Cody 61, Pinedale 49 on 103.3 The Range.
Tractor's your one-stop dealer for all your Takahouchi equipment and service needs. Takahouchi is known the world over for its purpose-built design philosophy, innovative technology, and dependable service after the sale. And now at Woodward Tractor, get 0% financing on all Takahouchi machines, excavators, track loaders, and wheel loaders. Special financing options are also available on Takahouchi brand attachments. See Woodward Tractor on Blackburn in Cody.
Allstate agent Cale Mitchell is a proud supporter of Cody High School sports. At Allstate, you can bundle your home and auto for the lowest premium rates. Cale Mitchell is your local agent and provides great professional customer service to ensure that you got the best affordable coverage needs. Call Allstate agent Cale Mitchell at 307-527-6447. That's 307-527-6447. Allstate, you're in good hands. As the Cody Bronx win this one 61-49 on your Pinnacle Bank scoreboard. We have 2 more obligations. That is the first one to select our State Farm Agent Player of the Game. State Farm Agent Jen Talent, your Player of the Game. State Farm Agent Jen Talent will build the best insurance plan for you. You can visit Jen Talent on Sheridan Avenue. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Well, you had a couple in mind, and I'm looking more at the scoring tonight, how things go when momentums would switch. And, again, want to spread this out as much as possible. I thought Maddox Ball rebounds, had some good rebounds in the contest, had some good moments. I know he missed a couple of shots that he wished he would have back, but he finished with 19 points in the contest. And honestly, if I could give it to all 3, I would, but we're going to give it to Maddox Ball tonight. He finishes with 19 points in the contest. Got a lot more going in the second half. That is your State Farm Agent Jen Talent Player of the Game. Again, brought to you by State Farm Agent Jen Talent. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Up next for Cody High School basketball, it's a trip over to Johnson County where they're going to take on the Buffalo Bison. And you heard it from Coach. I mean, this was the game to focus on the most tonight because it has conference implications. For Buffalo, there's not really conference implications. It's just an opportunity to play some more basketball. Maybe it's going to count towards standings, but again, conference play, it does not affect. 4 o'clock for the girls, 5:30 for the boys. We're going to have that coverage right here on 103.3 FM and online at myheartmountainradio.com for our video audience. For McKenna back in the studio, I'm Wyatt Barichka. This has been a presentation of Cody High School basketball right here on 103.3 The Range, a Heart Mountain broadcasting station. We're going to send you back to your music in just a moment.
The preceding has been a presentation of Cody High School Athletics and 103.3 The Range, a Heart Mountain broadcasting station. Now back to Wyoming's genuine country.